to do that, haven't I? I would feel better if I just threw it away. Even knowing that, I choose to believe, didn't I? Only I can understand that painful struggle and appreciate it. Hey, me, I've tried more than enough. I'll acknowledge that much. So, isn't it alright to just take the easy way out? How about kill yourself? Besides, I'm not throwing it away. I'm leaving it behind with her, like flowers by the grave. Okay. Now then, calm your nerves. Even though you can feel your right arm, just leave it up. And with every swing, forget a little more. That kindness made me happy. That adorable smile brought me joy. I like patting your head. I love how demure you were. Because this will be the last time. Because when I swing this down, I'll forget. This is my first and last bouquet for you. Perhaps I really did love you. Pwa, pwa! Higurashi when they cry.
So welcome to Hinamizawa. Anjay.
Somebody has been apologizing for a while now. Wait, what? Close. I wonder what she's apologizing for. I feel wrong to eavesdrop, but I tried to ignore it. It had been a while since I last went to the city. I only returned to attend a funeral of a relative. Even though I've lived until last month, I found the bustle of the city to be overwhelming. Those skyscrapers and multi-lane roads, the melodious cacophony of the crosswalk, even the campaign speeches blaring in front of the station felt nostalgic. The place where I live now isn't nearly as lively. There are only a creeping of loud curses and the babbling of brooks, and the cry of a higurashi, evening sisadas. Kikadas? Sisadas?
Yeah.
Okay. Rather than making me feel lonely, that quietness had become to instill a sense of a serenity. There's nothing where I'm living now. I don't mean there aren't any burger joints. There aren't even vending machines. No music stores, no restaurants, and no arcades. Even an ice cream parlor will be unlikely. The nearest town has some stuff like that, but it's an hour away by bike. But come to think of it, it wasn't really a big deal. There were music stores and arcades and ice cream parlors, but it wasn't like I ever hung out at any of them. I had lived in the city for 10 years and never once been to the ice cream parlor. I should have gone at least once. It's only now that I'm starting to regret that a little. Somebody is still apologizing. Who is she apologizing to? She's apologized so much, so just forgive her already. There's no reason anyone should ever need to apologize so much. I start to feel a bit annoyed at whoever was refusing to forgive her. No matter how bad the mistakes, there's nothing that can be forgiven. There's no such thing as an irreparable mistake. You just need to be more careful next time. And she is still apologizing even now. Then, has she really done something that can be fixed? I have no idea what she's done, but if it can be fixed, then that's all the more reasons to forgive her. No matter how much she apologizes, nothing will change. But even so, she keeps apologizing in such a heartbreaking voice. Hey you, the one she's apologizing to. Why don't you just go ahead and forgive her? She's apologizing in such a pathetic voice. Katie, we're almost there. Wake up. I was finally roused from my nap by my father's proddingly. My father ternyata.
Yo.
Yeah. It seems the train reached its final stop. I spent hours riding everything from the bullet train to the local roads. It was hard to believe that the landscape beyond the window and the city I was in a half a day ago were in the same country. Now, that they were even from the same era. From there, we'll take a car deeper into the mountains.
Keren juga. Sangat beda dari animenya.
Sumpah?
Banyak yang di-cut deh kalau di anime.
Past where the dense forest approaching on the mountain roads suddenly open up. There where I live now. Hinamizawa.
Hinamizawa.
Higurashi when they cry. Anjay, ini sebenarnya orang ini pintar juga ya. Dia publish sendiri, dia buat sendiri. Juga.
Yo, dia dulu publish pertama kali di Comic Cat, bro.
Even though we were approaching summer, the morning air still had a frigid vibe. Although in exchange, you could fill the lungs up with the crisp, clean air. Flipping open the window, I was greeted by a verdant expanse. Nothing but trees. The neighboring house was far away on the other side. So, I was probably the only one enjoying that view and that air. I filled my lungs with another deep breath. Since I started living in Hinamizawa, I learned that every air had its own taste.
Anjay.
I quickly finishing getting ready for school and headed downstairs for breakfast. My mother was the only one there. My father was nowhere to be seen. He was probably working until the early morning. Dad had a rather unconventional job as a painter. It's such a laid-back profession. Get up when you want, sleep when you want, and work when you want. I was so jealous of that easygoing lifestyle. I even wrote for school that I wanted to be a painter when I grew up. I was just ecstatic about that. It was just because it looks easy. I'll never tell him that I never tell him that, though. Mom laid breakfast out of the table. Seaweed, pickled vegetables, raw egg, and grilled salmon. My mom was such a good cook. It was scary. Oh, okay. But, I mean, it's fucking seaweed, pickled vegetable, and raw egg. How the fuck did even cook?
Cooking,
I can do that too.
Pickled vegetable, resep raw egg. Raw egg. I mean grilled salmon. Grilled salmon masih ada skill to do.
Nah, bro, grilled salmon just put the fucking sato and
iwa.
You know, iwa and then just a fucking I don't know pepper or something and just lepok nona grillan dadi. Yeah, that's just too easy, bro. And pickled vegetables, I bet the mom was buying that.
Oke lah.
There's no way dia buat sendiri.
Untuk membuatnya sangat nikmat itu beda level lagi, bro.
Nah, you should go here and taste by yourself how nikmat it is, bro. It's not.
Yo.
I don't know, let's pass.
Ya, masakan ibu lah ya.
Masakan ibu lah ya, mau diapain lagi. Tapi menurut aku ibu-ibu Jepang kalah lah sama ibu-ibu Indonesia jauh. Anyway,
yo,
my mom was such a good cook. It was scary. A perfect, immaculate, ideal breakfast. Unlike my dad, who didn't even know what is the meaning of the word schedule, my mom never squandered any time or effort. The hum, a little tune as she brought over the miso soup. It seems like she was in a good mood today. I'm so happy you've been waking up early since we moved here, Keiichi. If I don't wake up early, I won't have time to If I don't wake up early, I don't have time to eat breakfast. I thought I was being cute, responding with a wisecrack after being priced for a bingo. Full bowl or fries? Or will half be enough?
Pile it on. First I
savored the steaming hot rice with the seaweed. After that, I covered it with the egg. Between bites of rice, I enjoyed the crunch of the pickles. Not bad at all. Excellent, as usual. Watching me clean my plate, my mom gave me a warm smile. Oh, I'm so happy you haven't skipped a breakfast ever since we moved here, Keiichi. I was not a morning person when I lived in here city. I slept right until the last minute before school and rarely ate breakfast. Boycotting the breakfast mom made me such a morning. That was probably the only way I could protest being forced to attend cramped school. I guess that was what you'd call my rebellious phase. I wouldn't so much as look at the breakfast she woke up early every day to make. If I could go back in time, I would slap myself. Mindful of the time, Mom rushed me along with a wide grin. Isn't it about time to meet up with the Rena-chan? Hurry! Mom really seems to enjoy the fact that her son was going to school with a girl. Rena is one of my classmates. She really loved looking after people, coming to meet me every day without fail. The way I look at it, a guy my age walking to school with a girl was just lame. But well, keeping a classmate waiting for me every day wouldn't be very considerate. Seriously though, how long does Rena wait for me every morning? Taking one last gulp of the miso soup, I raced for the door. Please thank Rena-chan for the pickles.
Oh, dikei anjir.
Were they?
Oke. Oke. Bro. Ya Allah. Ngono yo. Ngono jangan. Oke. Gitu.
Ternyata Rena.
Oh, dia tumbas margo keina dewe anjir.
Oh. Yeah, weh. If I know that, I would have savored them a bit more.
Oh.
Money.
Rena.
Kayak Rena, kan DKI Rena, habis ngomong.
Oh iya sih.
Money. Di Rena. Rena ke apa sih?
Wah, Rena.
Keiichi-kun. Good morning.
Keiichi-kun. Ohayo.
Her cheerful greeting was a fresh air in the morning itself.
Yo.
You're always so early. You should try sleeping in sometime. If I slept in, yeah. Huh?
Apa?
If I slept in, I'll keep you waiting. She's so conscientious and such a good person. If that ever happens, I will just leave you behind. Keiichi-kun, you're so cold. I wait for you all the time. I will leave you in the dust without looking back. Jatuh Keiichi-kun goblok.
Dingin banget lu.
Why are you so mean? Why? Rena had a slightly troubled look on her face. Dying with her was rather fun because of how quickly her mood changed. I'm kidding, I'll wait for you, okay? With those words, Rena seems to relax. Her face flushed bright. Thank you. I will wait forever until you came, Rena. No matter how long. Forever. Rena turned bright, steam rising from her head as her brain short-circuited. She's especially weak to this sort of talk. It's quite rare to find someone for this fun to taste. To tease.
Hey.
Have you ever read a romance novel, Rena? I haven't. Never read any before.
Tom Clancy.
From that response, I gathered she was interested in them, but was too embarrassed to actually buy one. I go and imagine what would happen if she did read one. She'd probably turn red and pass out. Oh yeah, message from my mom. She said thanks for the pickles. The pickles. Pickle Rick. It was nothing. You're welcome. How were they? Not too salty. Astagfirullahaladzim, otak gue banyak otak hentai banyak.
Yo, most.
Yo, astagfirullahaladzim. Gak nge-live kan?
Aku harus nge-live anjir gitu.
Oh shit.
Kalem lah.
Well, they weren't that salty. Actually, they had a pretty light flavor to them. It would have been fine to just be honest and say they were good, but apparently I couldn't be that forthright. I'd like to ask you something before that. Were you the one who pickled them, Brenda? Or was it your mom? Okay, so... Man, I'm such a hentai guy, anjir. Huh? Why do you ask? Were they too salty? Her attitude completely changed as she began to panic frantically. Oh, well, was it you, Rena, or was it your mom? Why are you asking who made them? Why? Well, depending on who made them, my opinion of them might change drastically.
Anjing.
Huh? She counted frantically on her fingers, trying to remember the amount of salt she's used to pickle them. It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I couldn't stop myself. Guys who take pleasure in this kind of things are probably the worst. Guys like me.
Bangsat emang, Cok.
Rena nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to mutter a response. It was me. Delicious. Huh? Pretty good. Just like the last one. They went perfectly with the rice. Her face went bright red again. She was completely spacing out. It truly was a lot of fun to tease her. I pray that Rena never gets taken advantage by some low life. Gila banget tuh, kata tahun kapan anjing?
Emang udah gak dipakai lagi?
Enggak sih, cuma kayak jarang banget. Keep at it. Keep at it, Rena. I will train you until you handle it like the average person. Oh shit, ini apa sih? Or so I decided for myself.
Baru awalnya udah panjang banget ya.
Yeah.
Beda kalau dari anime kayak gak ada kayak ginian.
Oh ya?
Gak ada bro, gak ada pikir-pikir ini, gak ada pembicaraan pikir.
Gak ada pikir.
Gak ada sumpah.
Gak ada pikir.
Ini menarik.
Alright, let's go. If we keep Mion waiting,
Mion!
We'll never hear the end of it. Seeing as shit just keep spacing out otherwise, I called Rena back to reality so we could make our way to school. This strange, easily flustered girl is Rena Ryugu. I've only known her for just a month, but I've come to realize it's not just her name that's strange. Loh, 3 Kalimantan, Cuk.
Wah. Kudu gubuk.
Mi-chan, good morning. Coming up, the next rendezvous. Well, how to pronounce this? Rendezvous point. Rendezvous point. We saw another person waiting for us. Noticing us, she waved. Look. Finally. Finally, you two were late. Usually, you're the one who's late. In sharp contrast to diligent Rena, this one marched to the beat of her own drum. She's Mion Shinozaki. For what it's worth, she's our senior and head of the class. Morning, Rena. It's been a while, Kei-chan. How many years? I was only off 2 days. You don't say. You were so cuter back then. Mion's gaze started at my chest, then dropped straight up, focusing on the point between my legs. Shit. What the fuck is going on? Ayo lagi. Apa nih? Oh, okay. So she was saying it was my plot that was caught her back then. Before you ask, just to be clear, I've never actually tried to show it to her. I've grown quite splendidly.
Okay.
You'll be surprised. Not only is he bigger, but he has a little mustache now.
Ya Allah.
Being so engorged with energy every morning is quite a problem, though. I'll introduce you next time, so be sure to greet him properly. Don't say next time. Right now is just fine.
Ini masih pagi-pagi loh.
How about letting the little guy get the breath of the fresh morning?
Gak ada bro, gak ada di anime, gak ada ini cow, sumpah kau no. Kau no. Kau no.
I don't think. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever heard talk so dirty you couldn't smell it falling up in the morning air before. Mion sure does act like an old man sometimes. Gotcha. Gotcha. Time for the big reveal.
Wait.
Hope you don't regret it. As my head reached for my fly, Rena began to ramble in the near panic. Hey! What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Red-faced and flustered, Rena tried to play dumb, but it was obvious she knew exactly what we were talking about. How was it? Seeing the city again? Mion switched gears, dropping the dirty talk and changing the topic to something more befitting the pleasant morning. I only went for a funeral. I don't have much time. So yeah, did you look for it? That thing that I asked for? You're not listening at all. I just came back from a funeral. I didn't have time to look around just for toy stores, okay? Toy stores and hobby shops are completely different, you know. It's really difficult to get Western stuff around here after all. Ini Dede sebenarnya tinggal nak Beppu anjing. Oh, is this about games again, Mi-chan? Mion nodded proudly as Rena giggled. Yep, I wanted Kei-chan to bring me back a Westport catalog, you see. Westport was a short for Western imported games. Using that abbreviations didn't make it sound pretty geeky. You can just get them to send you one in the mail, can you? Well, guess I have to now. I'm going to get another full of hot action. This time, like a game that's easy to understand. Mion is on board with card game enthusiasts, and I hear she's collected quite a lot of different ones. According to Rena, Mion's room has become a museum for domestic and foreign games. If there's a game you think I'll understand, let me play too. Of course! If Kei-chan is up for it, I should... Okay then. Hey! Of course, if Kei-chan is up for it, I should warn you though. We're pretty tough. Just what I want. I play all sorts of games. I don't intend to lose. Whoa! Then we'll let you in the group this time, I guess. Oh, ya bagi siapa sih ngomong cuk? Aku nggak ngerti cuk.
Gak bingung. Kayak Kei-chan deh.
Yeah, Kei-chan ya. Wow, then we'll let you in the group this time.
I guess.
I guess.
Oke lah.
Bristling with joy from head to toe, Rena looked back and forth between me and Mion. Kata Rena, kok yang ada titik ini masih Rena pasti.
Enggak,
Mion gave her a affirmative wink and her expression perked it up even further.
Oh iya.
I thought boys preferred playing outside more.
Oh iya, so Rena itu Rena.
Yeah. I thought boys preferred playing outside more, so I figured you wouldn't want to. Rena laughed happily. For such a friendly conversation, you wouldn't think that I had moved her here less than a month ago. I understood that they did all they could to make a transfer student like me feel at home. I'll have to try harder to fit in, so they won't feel like they have to try to make me feel welcome. I felt like if I acted a bit more open than I usually am, it should probably be about right for this place. Hanamizawa was a really small village. Not only was there only one school, but there was only one class.
Kecil banget.
That class encompassed all different grades and ages. There are about 30 students at different levels, and they all study in the same class. I'm told that long ago. That used to be a bigger school building than they had actually separate classes. However, it seems something happened that made it become a single class, and now it stayed that way out of tradition. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty quickly. I've already gotten quite used to it. The sounds of a children playing started right from the morning. With such a lively mood, it felt more like a kindergarten than a proper school. Not that it was a bad thing. Mion, who had been walking in front of us up until then, suddenly let me take the lead. Right in front of the classroom door. So I was meant to slide the door open and enter the room first. Too bad, I wasn't going to fall for it again. To think you give up the lead here? You meant for this to be the test of my skills? Mian chuckled with a healthy smirk on her face. Oh no, lagu-lagunya malang ini aja. What it is, you guys? Step back, Rena, it's dangerous. She's here. Huh? Then Satoko-chan is? Satoko so mana? Her name was Satoko Hojo.
Kani.
She was a disrespectful, impudent, bossy kid. The way she talks was annoying, but it would be immature to get worked up over just that. The real problem was this. Quite obvious trap lagi. Siapa sih ngomong?
Enggak, ini masih Keiichi nih. Quite the obvious trap.
Quite the obvious trap. A blackboard eraser wedged in the door. It's too obvious, Satoko. A healthy laugh came from behind the door.
Kayak loli hime sama gitu.
Excellent, Keitan. I guess that means you win this round. No, this is Satoko we're talking about. Huh?
Tadi Mion.
Oh shit, man.
lanjut.
Yeah. So this is Satoko we're talking about. I doubt this is it. After failing for such an intricate grasp since the day I transferred, I no longer let my guard down. Satoko liked to combine a variety of traps. Traps that were simple there but bait you into a main one. Traps that relentlessly keep coming at you like a sadistic rope Goldberg machine. The list goes on, alright? As well as being clever, they almost never misfire. When you least expect it, she strikes. No escape, no time to relax. By the looks of it, this eraser is normal. No rocks or anything in it. I took a pretty heavy hit from a blackboard eraser loaded with rocks on the first day. So then, why you don't just open the door and let it drop? That's what it is. That's what Satoko was after, making me focus my attention upward. So as I lifted my hand to the door, there were thumbtacks stuck to the sliding door handle with tape. of frightening
Parah
trap.
banget ya.
Okay.
Ngawuri.
A potent and terrifying trap, concealed by using the blackboard eraser. An impressive combination, Satoko. But in the end, nothing more than the trivial machinations of a child. Assured of my victory, I threw the door open and stepped into the room. I felt something strange at my ankle. It was similar to the sensation of a jump rope catching on my leg. By the time I realized he had me hook, line, and sinker, it was already too late. I began to fall in almost a picturesque manner. Kei-chan, watch out! Instinctively reacting to Mion's snare warning, I twisted my body in mid-air before I landed on the floor. Oh, whoa, whoa! An ink stone filled with a brim was placed right where I would have landed. I shuddered, imagining the situation had I landed square on it. Look! My, what do we have here? A fair morning to you, Kei-chan. Aren't we a lively one this morning? Still spouted in an awkward position, I was greeted by a mocking voice. That was a step up from your usual trap, Satoko. That was a step up for your usual trap, Satoko. I haven't the faintest idea. What do you mean? You're quite unlucky this morning. You little... Ow. It seems I inadvertently sprained my back a little when I landed. Better than landing on the inkstone. Anjing jahat, Cuk. Iku sok mati, Cuk.
Iya, Cuk, emang janji itu Satoko. Kalau ini loli beneran nih. Nipa.
A small hand gently rubbed my hair. Pain, go away. The small dainty hand continued to gently stroke my head. You didn't sprain your back or anything, did you? If you rub it like this, the pain disappears. I thought about asking how rubbing my head would help my back, but I didn't. It's not so much about what you actually do, it's about the stuff that counts. Yeah, thanks Rika-chan, the pain's going away now. Yay, Rika-chan, good morning! Good morning to you, Rena. A good morning to all. Rika-chan greeted each of us with an adorable little bow. It was infectious. Rena, Mion, and I all bowed back. You don't do that. You're such a good kid, Rika-chan. So much better than Satoko. I glared over in her direction. Satoko was whistling while rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact. I am the very model of a good girl. A good girl won't set those nasty traps. Nothing but lies and slander. Exactly what proof? I picked up Satoko by the back of her collar. Looks like a misbehaved cat when I do this. But the cat won't be setting traps. This is much harder to deal with. I am sorry. I am sorry. Trying saying that. If you won't say it, I cock
my index finger on my
thumb. I cock my index fingers on my thumb, letting it tremble as I brought it close to Satoko's forehead.
Diancam, tak tinju kan.
I'm against violence. You don't even have any proof. Just my forehead flick really hurts. Can split plywood right in half.
Mau dijitak anjir.
Eek! Stop! Get away from me, you beast! Don't say that in the way people will misunderstand. A small hand tugged on the back of my shirt. Oh, yeah, wait. She's been lonely since you were gone to... Oh, she's been lonely since you were gone 2 days ago. Kenapa suara aku ganti dah?
Bener yang pertama deh. Suara kayak softy gitu.
She's been lonely since we were gone 2 days ago. Rika-chan really is just so. How could I do anything more after being told that? I generally released my grip on Satoko. With all his point was on the verge of tears, she still had her eyes clamped shut as she braced herself for a forehead flick. Wow, it doesn't bother me. Wow. You mustn't cry, Satoko. Keep on fighting. Yeah. Rika gently patted the head of her prankster friend. You will never guess those two are the same age. I think Satoko would learn a thing or a million from Rika-chan. Next time, set a even more amazing trap. Oh, wait a minute! As she observed the scene, Rena's expression grew ecstatic as she began to swoon. Oh, Satoko-chan is crying. So cute. You can take them home? Huh? Yeah. But just for a bit, is it fine? Is fine? Rena kept a cutesy face, even the outrageous ideas spout from her mouth. According to Mion, Rena is ridiculously weak to cute things and always tries to take them home. Object or person. Stealing is bad, but adopting people is even worse. Give it up. Then I can just tickle. Then I can just look. Just looking. This should be fine, right? Right? Rena sworn over Satoko's crying form. If a girl ever goes missing in Hinamizawa, I'll be forced to turn Rena into the authorities. Forgive me, Rena. I'll be sure bringing you care package when they put you away. The teacher's coming. Quickly, clean everything up. Satoko, that's inkstone, it's yours, right? Just from a Mion's single statement, the entire mood of the room shifted back to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbtack stuck to the door handle was an even bigger problem. I pulled the tape off carefully, making sure not to skewer myself. Anjing mati, cuk, nek kon gawe iku, cuk.
Gendeng aja.
Even the Satoko was the one who set it up. Everyone had to pick up after her. By the time the teacher entered the room, the bedlam from before had been neatly tidied up. We made it in time. Rise! Attention! Mion gave out the morning commands. Man, what the fuck is this? Kenapa isinya wetok apa anjing? Of course, she is in visual novel. It's difficult being a teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. She has to teach something different to each one. But naturally, she ends up spending all the time with the younger kids. Rena and Mion being the highest grades in the class. And up mostly doing self-study. They even end up helping teach the younger kids. So it seems like they can never get to their own studies. They're actually way behind my studies have progressed to. As the result, I'm pretty much taking over for the teacher and helping Rena and Mion with their studies. You're a pretty good teacher, Keiichi-kun. Easy to understand. Rena took a breather after finishing the highlighting an important section. Teaching is making me lose confidence. It makes me aware of how shallow my understanding of the subject is. They say that to teach someone something, you need to understand it backwards and forwards. While you're teaching us, you're getting in your own practice. In contrast, this person over here is quite lazier fair about things. For one, isn't she supposed to be the higher grade than me? Look, Mion, this is for your own good. If you don't take this seriously, there'll be a trouble later on with these marks. Like I'm aiming to go on the prestigious school. I'll be fine as long as I pick up what I need to know for the entrance exam at little at that time. Her staunch defiance was really something else. It was a different type of relax than somebody who already knew that was going to be on the entrance exams. Mi-chan, Keiichi-kun is doing his best to teach us. Why? We need to try hard too. You're such a good and honest kid, Rena. I'll make sure you guys get accepted into good school. What? Thank you so much. Especially you, Rena. Private lessons? Just the two of us.
Anjay.
Keiichi have some risk, bro.
Rizzler.
Private lessons? A puff of smoke shaped like a hello pop out of Rena's head. Exactly what kind of private lesson is she fantasizing about that making her turn so red? I like to hear a play-by-play about the next time. While Mion was flapping through her vocabulary flashcards, she threw out the casual questions. So, in the city, do you have a study this much? If you don't know at least this much, you can... if you don't know at least this much, you can get into university. So, you study just to get into a university? Well, yeah, basically. Well, knowing that this stuff won't ever come in handy in the future, right? Out here, you can get into university as long as your attendance is good enough. This is so MBU.
Modal absen.
Really? Study equal entrance exam. Having the basic law of the university so easily overturned sent me into a stage of shock. That is right. There aren't really enough people around here to warrant weeding them out with an exam. Weeding them out with an exam.
Dipangkas.
If anyone get into university, then there's no need to be all uptight about this stuff, right? Then there is no university after all, bitches.
Cuma kampusnya nak kampung gini nak apa aja?
Kampusnya apa, Cok? Tapi the classroom is really uncanny ya. Jadi kayak
berdasarkan enggak itu foto asli, bro.
Makanya kayak classroom that I remember but I don't remember. I don't know.
Iya, anjir.
Something like that. Unless you know stuff that's... Well, that's true, but you should at least know stuff that's a common knowledge. This old geezer thinks that instead of wasting time studying pointlessly, you should be spending your precious teen years doing more meaningful things. It was too profound of a statement to simply laugh off. But since it was Mion, it probably didn't actually have that deep of a meaning. In a place of a chime. In a place of a chime, the sound of the principal waving a handbell drifted through the classroom. Kei-chan, we're done. It's our wonderful lunchtime. In a complete 180 from her unmotivated state, Mion gave commands that signaled to the end of the morning period. Keiichi-kun, let's have lunch. Anak bintangi, Cok. I might have been making a very troubled face. Rena seems brightly at me. Alright, that's it. Alright with
W. Alright.
There seems to be a different
Clicks.
Even within the class. Apa clicks tuh?
Kayak circle gitu lah. Circle kelas berapa gitu.
Most of them were divided up by the gender and age, but our group was different. Our ages were different, and we had both boys and girls. But we weren't reserved around each other. This level of openness make a transfer student like me pretty happy. Rena and Mion pushed their desks together so they were facing each other. At the same time, Satoko and Rika-chan were slowly lugging their desks over as well. Keiichi-kun, hurry! Rena waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. Unless everyone was together, they wouldn't even open their lunch boxes. Keiichi-san's lunchbox is the most assuredly filled with nothing but bread crust like some sort of a destitute plebeian. Why don't you just show it to us? Come on! Even though Satoko was hurling insulting at me, she still wouldn't open the lid to her lunchbox until I was there. I pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join the circle. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting. Well then, Representative Me, please give the signal to start. At first, this was kind of embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. At this point, I wouldn't even open my own lunchbox if someone else was too slow. Our ages and genders may have all been different, but we were all friends. Let's eat! The sounds of our little 5-part chorus echoed beautifully throughout the classroom. Really though, I've gotten pretty used to this group made up of all girls. Of course, there are other boys in the class, but they were a lot younger, so they were scared to approach me. Well, that's to be expected. Younger boys just see older boys are scary. Really? No. Oh iya kan, kon nggak older ya?
Yo.
Ikusan bro.
Right. Compared to the girls.
Compare that to girls? Well, at least these girls aren't picky. We put all the side dishes in the meal where everyone was free to pick at them. I thought the girls would mind sharing a meal with a guy, so I was a bit flustered joining in. However, Mion noticed that teased me quite a bit. As the fruit of my efforts, I can now reach over and take sides from everybody's lunch.
Trading bagi-bagi.
My, isn't Sir Keiichi's lunch extravagant today? My, isn't Madame Sadako's lunch extravagant as well? The stewed stuff was a nice look to it, rather trendy. Buying into a fight with Satoko was at starting. Our chopsticks look in a cross-counter, stabbing into each other's lunch. My, how delicious! Oh, this star is so good. The stewed stuff is good too, even cold. After seeing my happy face, Rika-chan's expressions broke into a little smile. I saved some from dinner last night. By the way, Satoko and Rika-chan's lunches are always the same. It seems that Rika-chan's makes it for both of them every day.
Sorry.
Rika-chan's make this too? This tastes like a mom's home cooking. I was honestly impressed. The carrot roasted weren't from a mold. They were done by hand with a knife. But look, Japanese food tastes like shit.
Yo,
like shit.
Bro, relax. Masa sih?
Iya.
Masa?
Emang kan mesti iki apa? Maksaannya apa?
Maksaan apa?
A carrot roasted weren't from a mold, they were done by hand. Jadi apa? A carrot rosette? Ya, carrot rosette apa sih?
Ya itulah wortel sing ono bentuknya loh, sing bisa disup-sup lah. Oh, bentuknya kayak bunga itu loh. Yang potongnya tuh kayak ada ukirannya gitu loh. Wortel berukir.
Oh.
Ya itu. Gak pakai cetakan.
Oke, pertama, looks. They're aesthetic, yes. Aesthetic as fuck. Looks really good. Maybe 10 out of 10. But the taste, bland. Nothing. Nah, there's nothing. So, big no. That's not easy to do.
Bento memang sebelen itu kah?
Lu harus nyoba sih.
Mungkin karena makanan yang tak makan versi Indonesia ya.
Versi Indonesia. Ramennya pun sama versi Indonesia. I guess Rika-chan's just good at this sort of things. She's really good at sewing, laundry, and stuff like that. Amazing, right? Amazing! I really love doing this girl. Rika is quite exceptional in many ways. That's nothing for you to boast about. Rena's actually better at cooking than I am. Huh? Well, you know. It seems that the topic of conversation switched to Rena when she wasn't expecting it, making her blush and trip over her words. Rena's lunch really was the star of the table. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. Everyone all spoiled Rena's lunchbox constantly. Everyone liked this so much before, so I made a lot this time. It's good. I hope. It's got high marks for me. Mion, you're taking too much. Knocking Mion's chopstick aside, I reach out, trying to secure my own portion. Atoko and Rika-chan reach out over at the same time, and a struggle ensued. Everyone shoveled in a mouthful after mouthful while praising it. And Rena's lunchbox was soon empty. Lola, terus kon mangan opo? It was kind of bad. No one thought to leave any for Rena. Lu ya
parah yo.
But Rena seemed satisfied as she looked on. Lu,
yes,
aku di Rena ya, aku nangis kejerek.
Iya, jangan cuy. Aku kayak kudu dijupuk kabeh cuy.
Iya cuy. How did she like it? Isn't Rena isn't extremely good to cook too? Even from Keiichi-san. I said that's nothing for you to boast about. You're not much different from Kei-chan, Satoko. Can you tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower? Yeah. Satoko face went pale. Hey, even I can tell the difference between the broccoli and the cauliflower, you know? Hey, Soba. Hey, even I can. Of course I can. I really can. It's really hard for her to lie. Soba, Keiichi-kun, but tastes good when they're boiled and topped with mayo, right? You shouldn't be picking on her, Mi-chan too. Rena hurriedly tried to follow up, but Mion laughed haughtily as she drew closer to Satoko. Well, just pretend it's a little homework lesson. Now then, Satoko, what's this? Mion lifted up her chopsticks. Between them was a piece of green stuff warped in bacon.
Ayo.
But that's asparagus.
Gak boleh lu.
I made an eye contact with within 3 seconds I had Rika-chan's mouth covered.
Anjay.
holding a piece of a bacon
Kumis.
warp asparagus and giving her two choices. This is pretty terrible.
Hmm.
Well, the yellow one is cauliflower. Oh no, wait. The green one is cauliflower.
Bocah tolol.
So which? Probably the yellow one is broccoli and the blue one is cauliflower. But the green one is. Do you really know which is which? How about you just give up? I'd expect no less from the class representative, the oldest. The way she drives people into a corner just shows how much experience she has. This is just a hunch, but being brought into the Sanozaki household must be quite an ordeal. I do know. I really do. That answered the question. I know.
Cengeng
She
anjing.
finally broke down and started crying. When she acts like this, she actually starts to seem her age. How cute!
Mochi Kairi.
Rena entered a state of euphoria. Satoko bawled her eyes out. Dan kecendet maneh. Rena was in a state of bliss as she rubbed her cheek against Satoko's head and smoothed her. Really, a very content face. One that couldn't carry if the world ended right then. It was that kind of smile. Rena, Mimi is speaking on me. Oh, enggak. Iya bener ya?
Iya.
Wah, cute. It's okay. Rena One-chan will take care of all those bad people who taste my little sister. Wish poof bam! It was like a flash of lightning. What was that just now? But Reina's fist out of supersonic speeds, striking me on and me squarely in our faces. Before we knew it, Leon and I were sprawled spread
Dapat
equal
power up anjing.
on the floor, starting up the ceiling with matchmaking wells on our faces. This is the first time you've gotten one, right? Today, she really went easy on us. Easy? You mean there's something harder than this? With that, Mia and I both slumped our heads back to the floor in unison?
Unison, yeah.
Yeah. From now on, I'll be careful when I'm within striking distance of Rena. Rena lah, sing di Rena. Rena sing cilik kan, sing
Iki.
bocil kan?
Bukan Rena yang ini, yang oren.
Yang ini ya?
Rena oren. Satoko yang
Si
kuning cilik.
Satoko-chan, I took care of them. Cute. I wanna take you home.
Mochi Kairi.
Making sure Rena would sit. Satoko stuck her tongue out at us. Damn it all. Damn it all. Using Rena like a puppet. Rika-chan messaged our brasses without saying a word. Anjing capek. Lo balik usan boleh. No matter what the day had held, the last school bell always come too soon. Our shadows stretched off into a distance. Hey Keiichi-kun, tomorrow do you have a plans or anything? Or anything? Huh? It was such a direct question from Rena. I inadvertently blushed. If it was a date, it was for a date, then won't you do it more subtly? Rena saw me lost for words and realizing that I'd misunderstood, and turned red as well. No, I didn't mean it like that. You see? So apparently that wasn't what she meant. But since it was always fun when Rena's in a panic, I went along with it a little. Oh, really? So It wasn't meant that way. Huh? Huh? Playing it up, I slumped my shoulders, feeling of dejection. Keiji-kun, why are you so disappointed? Why? Why? Me-chan. Unable to hold it any longer, Mion slapped me on the back. I see, this old geezer never knew you could push her buttons like that. Huh? Huh? What is it? Mion was rolling on the floor, clutching her stomach while Rena flailed around. Flailed around, completely bewildered. I couldn't help but start laughing as well, feeling just a bit guilty. I ruffled Rena's hair. Kidding. Sorry, it was a joke. It was my fault. It really is a cute one. Huh? A joke? Since when? About halfway through? Halfway? So, Kei-chan, that means you weren't acting, you blushed at the start? Huh? That means... It was only a momentary lapse, but there was no way Mion would let such a detail slip by her.
Okay.
Oh, well, you see, saying anything more was also a bad idea. In my bewildered stage, I slipped further into an unfavorable position. After that, Mion continued to tease me about it for a while.
Konsep sing endi?
Nah?
Konsep sopo?
Mion.
Ambek?
Ya. Oh shit, Mion karo sapa? Ya kayak karo
Enggak,
Keiichi lah.
kau enggak. Semua deh. Keiichi sama siapa?
Mion.
Yang bener.
Bener.
Karena apa?
Ya, karena kelihatannya dia mirip deh.
Sangar konde. Sangar apa bocah?
Kenapa?
Enggak, lanjut aja.
Karena dia iki bepu, Cuk. Karena dia kan udah bepu. Jadi foto nak bepu tadi. Bepu tahun 2006 ya. So,
Hinamizawa nak bebu ya?
enggak lah, karo aku.
Enggak, soalnya siapa jenis Joy kan?
Nah,
Joy pernah mampir ke actual kampung higurashi.
lah terus iki
Ya ini
maksudnya,
actual kampung ya, asli nih.
ya makanya nek gak ngono ya terus iki teko kampung endi?
Ya itulah deh aku.
Tapi sumpah, Cuk. Jadi ini aku sebelum lanjut ya. Waktu aku di USA mirip banget kayak gini. USA itu atasnya Beppu. Jadi kayak bener-bener aneh banget anjir. If you really go to yang bener-bener desa-desa, you know, itu bener-bener kayak nggak nyaman banget anjir. Itu kayak Silent Hill vibe anjir.
Asik
kayak,
dong.
Nggak asik anjing, nggak ada apa-apa anjing, literally nothing anjing.
Emang berapa lama
karena berapa? Hampir 3 minggu mungkin.
3 minggu asik lah jatuhnya.
Enggak, Cuk. Kayak bener-bener, ya tak omongin ya, lu harus ke supermarket itu kayak hampir 1 jam jalan. 1 jam jalan, kalau lu mau ke minimarket atau kayak ke ini tuh kayak sekitar 45 menit kalau jalan. Terus lu cuma di Ryokan doang, terus sebelah itu kayak ada toko kecil gitu ya, jualan makan-makannya, toko kecil yang ada akuariumnya dulu yang tak foto dulu. Itu kayak bener-bener kosong, polong, terus habis itu jalannya tuh kayak gini-gini semua gitu loh. Kayak literally nothing gitu loh. Ya emang pemandangannya bagus sih, cuman kalau misalkan itu lagi mendung-mendungnya kan, jadi kayak takut banget anjir, menakutkan banget anjir. Like I was in the, gue yakin tuh kayak malam-malam pasti kitsune kemana-mana anjir.
Wah, menarik itu mah.
Wah menarik. Tapi gue nggak terlalu takut ya jujur ya, karena mungkin karena aku nggak mikir oh ono kuntilanak, ono pocong kan nggak mungkin ya. Nah aku terang ketemu pocong tuh, berarti wong Islam ya. Malah tak itu.
Onichisuke, Onna. Apa jadi? Ada
So,
kappa paling ya, kalau di hutan mah kappa ya.
iya apa?
Oke lanjut.
Tapi materi ini kok moro-moro yes, malah.
Ano apa?
So, apa pembunuhan ngono lho. Ngerti gak sih kayak tempat-tempat pembunuhan kayak desanya Junji itu anjir.
Lebih baik lebih menyeramkan manusianya.
Dia mending manusia anjir.
Mending hantu
Enggak deh,
gak sih?
mending setan lah daripada manusia.
Iya lah, mending setan anjir.
Iya, Cuk.
Human scary bro.
So,
So,
why were you asking if I'm free tomorrow, Rena? What we were talking about? It had been so long that Rena had forgotten. That's how long Mion had tasted me. It's just Kei-chan. You probably can find your way around Hinamizawa by yourself yet, can you? That was true. I hate to say it, but if you blindfolded me and spun me around 3 times, like we're playing pin the tail on the donkey, I won't be able to tell up from down here. Yeah. Well, it was sarcastic, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think I know how to get anywhere besides back and forth from school. Yes. So you see, tomorrow we were thinking that Mi-chan and I could escort you through Hinamizawa and show you around. Oh, berarti si ini ya, si Rena. That will be a godsend. Frankly, I was happy about the offer. You'll come, of course, right? If I'm free. You're being invited by a girl, you know. If I am free. You're probably free anyways.
iya.
If I am free. I was being stubborn so as not to give a clear yes or no.
Weh.
Jigang data kereba. Even though I thought it was a godsend. I'm too much of a cramp to stay up so front. Keiichi-kun, you're not free perhaps? Perhaps?
Kalau Rena sering kayak ngomong double gitu ya.
Apa?
Rena kan sering kayak ngomong 2 kali kan.
Iya.
Soalnya kalau bahasa Jepang tuh kayak kana gitu.
Oh.
Karena bukan apanya, kalimatnya 2 kali, dia kayak iya enggak gitu.
Tadi apa?
Karena
wah. Keiichi-kun,
mungkin kayak
Chikanganai kana.
Ya gitu.
Yeah.
Karena gitu.
While Mion and I had our rather sour back and forth, Rena peeked over at me hesitantly. Figuring I'd been a bit too rough on her, I just give in. Alright, sorry. Forgive me. I apologize. I'm free.
Aku bebas.
Great! Yakata! Gravitation dissipate from Rena's face as it blossomed into a smile. Hey now. Seems like there's quite a difference between how cold you are to me compared to Rena, isn't there? La. It's me and didn't care for how rude I was to her compared to how quickly I agreed with Rena. But her being annoyed was very interesting. Kan, emang gue sipku sama Mion, bro. So I pushed Rena forward, speeding up our pace to leave Mion behind. Let's go, Rena. Maybe it should just be the 2 of us tomorrow. Leave grumpy old Mion behind.
Mion, ya Allah.
Huh? Whoa! If Keiichi-kun is okay with that, then. Berarti, Nanka, Keiichi-kun ga daijoubu dattara, sona. 2人でも大丈夫だけど、じゃあ、ケイチ。 Oh wait. Oh enggak, ini si Mei ya.
Mei.
I'm
Mion.
Mion ya, si
Mion.
Mion ya.
Ada chat.
I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. Don't ignore me, Keiichi Maibara. I'd be great if you two of us could go on picnic together. Shall we bring a basket, Rena? If we're bringing a basket,
waduh.
I'll make all the food. maybe. Kamu.
Oh, mau piknik. Muhammad Azli. Halo Muhammad Azli lagi main higurashi.
Halo Muhammad Azli. lagi baca
literatur. Higurashi Naku Koroni.
Higurashi. Dengarkan suara saya yang sangat merdu ini.
Yoi. Eksklusif di Mas Grip.
Eksklusif direct. Don't you ignore Don't you ignore me too, Rena. I'll tell everyone that you two disappeared into the hotel district together. Yo. Well then, I'm going home right now to start making it. Tomorrow is going to be a fight. Oh, dikepuk karo dikepuk karo si Rena ya.
This is new. Enggak, itu saya ngomong paling atas tuh siapa? I'll tell everyone.
Enggak, saya kan
Mion ya.
Mion terus saya kan
cangkeme ngawur.
Terus kan langsung dikepuk karo Rena gitu kan. Well then, I'm going home right now to start making it. Tomorrow is going to be so fun. Later, Keiichi-kun. Mi-chan, bye. Ja, kairo yo.
Mata ne.
Ori o sukutta ashita o ikanai node. Mata ne, Keiichi-kun. Sayonara, Mi-chan. Rena bounded off like she was walking on the moon. After the dust settled, all that was left was me standing next to Mion sprawled out on the ground. There was a welt on her face.
Daijoubu ka?
Are you alright? There was over 2 meters between you. Cok mati, cok. Since you came, they have become sharper. This old geezer's body can handle it. Maybe it'll be easier if you stop saying stuff that makes Rena want to disappear. Or else this will end up being Mion's slapstick comedy hour. If that happens, the results might be fatal. Might be fatal, I think. Don't feel bad, Mion. You're probably just the only one who can dodge her jabs. It felt like it was her knee, though. Could it be that? We were hanging around with an unrivaled martial arts master. Maybe someday we'll see her debut in the extreme contact sport. You can't lose to Rena. You need to train up and have a rematch. Kei-chan, you should. This whole teaser will root for you. Mion and I reaffirmed our determination to discover a way to counter Rena's infallible technique. Mari, tamat.
Masa sih?
Ya, tamat.
Kudu tamatnya pas per chapter tuh anak klimaksnya, habis itu
you have reached new tips. We're a mixed grade. Why don't have a uniform?
View, save and load. Save coba. Woi, save dulu dong. Anjay. Yes.
Iya, end of chapter 1. Continue.
Masa sih?
Enggak, Deng. Oh, enggak ternyata.
Belum, bro.
Wah, lama banget ya. Bentar.
Masa lama, anjir?
Enggak, Deng, sebenarnya. Tapi kita kira chapter 1. Oh, ini gratisan game bagus juga ya.
Banyak game gratis bagus loh padahal.
I took it a little too easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late. Today was the day Rena and Mion were going to show me around Hinamizawa.
Piknik.
Wajib, kelambine langsung
Beda bro.
sangatlah toho gini ya.
Tuh.
Rena and Mion were already waiting at the meeting place. Kei-chan, you're late. Sorry. The show I was watching last night was really interesting. Blame that. Oh, so that's your excuse for being late and keeping two girls waiting? Lisa, you just got here yourself. Last night's episode of A Day in a Life was interesting, wasn't it? She was just as guilty as me. Look, I told you, Mion and Keiichi is the best, bro.
Sangar, pokoknya kon sangar. Pokoknya kon sangar.
Aku ngerti kok mari kono dibunuh kan. was great. Aku was ngerti game ini gak bakal segitunya. It's not going to be that.
Tapi OTP cuy, OTP best ship cannon bro.
When I was carrying a pretty heavy looking handbag. What is that? Mion answered my unspoken questions with a wink. That's right, Rena really did make a picnic.
Anjay.
Ini kenapa kok? What the fuck? This in here coba, ini kenapa juga diangkat gitu loh?
Itu
bener nggak?
Wait, itu kayak emang desain celana apa? Roknya
enggak
sih?
Diangkat.
Dress. Enggak jir, enggak. Ngapain juga diangkat? Ini bukan eroge ya?
Oh enggak ya?
Bukan anjir. Gak tau ya. Aku pengen dulu anime. Masa ada eroge? Enggak mungkin.
Enggak. Tapi kan crunch-nya di sini kan.
Iya.
Tinggi juga ya ternyata ya orang ini. Tangannya panjang juga.
Tinggian Keiichi. Harusnya kayak Mion lebih tinggi dari dia sih harusnya kalau ada anime. Mion lebih tinggi, Keiichi paling tinggi.
Mungkin di bawahnya ada matnya mungkin ya. Terus kayak dia nggak mau kena matnya, warnanya putih kan. Cuci susah.
Iya sih.
You know, makanya diangkat.
Iya.
Nah, Kei-chan, after you left, Rena pulled out all the stops. Rena pulled out all the stops. It's not like I forced her to do it. It was nothing, so don't worry about it, okay? She's been like this since last night, you know. Can you take a responsibility for this? Alright. I'm a man, after all. I'll take the responsibility. Huh? Responsibility? For what? For what? As the boat turned around slowly to look at Rena, our gaze drifted downwards to a massive handbag she was carrying. It didn't seem logical feasible that it would be entirely filled with the lunch boxes. Except this was Rena we were talking about here. About 2 kilos, I guess. When Rena was picking it up, I could see she was struggling a bit. I say 5. You're exaggerating. Keiichi-kun is a boy, after all. I thought he could probably eat a lot. So, I made a lot, okay? Oh my god. Let's get going.
Okay.
Apa? Rena orang nak gini tak masak 5 kilo lah.
Rena.
Just from the way she was lifted it up, I couldn't believe the only things in there were lunch boxes. Corrections, I say 5 kilos.
IKP selamatan tahu apa sih piknik oke men.
Isinya, gini 5 kilo emang isinya. Oh betul isinya, gitu tumpengan apa ya betul.
Ayo. Sopo iki?
I'll help out. But all of it needs to be eaten. I won't forgive you if you make Rena sad. Got it? The only thing I could do at the moment was exercise a bit to make myself hungrier. Having finished with the pleasantries, we began our leisurely stroll. A carefree walk bathed in the gentle morning sunlight. I couldn't have even imagined something so wholesome existed during my time in the city. There were two boonies, after all. Boonies. No, no slovenly jazz jockeys trudging to work on the weekends out here. It really was a nice place, peaceful and quiet. As sparsely populated as the village was, you could still run into the people by walking around. Let me tell you ya, ini jalan beneran ada anjing di USA. Ini kayak USA banget anjing.
Mungkin emang USA kan.
Every time I go to Baito itu selalu lewat sini anjing.
Ya?
Sumpah.
Bener kali.
Enggak lah. Kayak ginian di Jepang banyak lah ya. Ini kayak ini USA banget anjing. Mirip banget. Ah, good day. Good day. Ah, you will be Maya Barakun, I believe. My two companions exchanged greetings with everybody we ran across. All of these passerby even knew my name. When did I become this famous? We passed 3 people, and when all 3 of them knew me, I started to feel a bit paranoid. It's a bit sad to say. Everyone knows everyone since there are so few people here in Hinamizawa. So that means when an unfamiliar face walks by, they automatically assume it's that Miebara fella who just moved here? Yeah, that's how it works out. It was a process of eliminations you could only pull off in a place like this, but it was quite effectively. From now on, I'll better make sure to maintain a good reputation. The day I'm discovered accidentally walking at a dirty magazine in the bookstores, I can expect all villagers labeling me as a lunch by the next day. Hinamizawa is not to be trifled with. Nah, ini Kalimantan lagi. That's not the end of this nightmare. Of course I know them. The first person we met was the old man Takezo from the Mikano bike shop. His hobbies are bonsai and playing the flute.
Bonsai, huh?
Next we met is a grocer's second son, Daisuke-kun. His hobby is sharpshooting, and he hopes to be the ace sniper in the future. And the person we just met was Mio-san, the nurse from the clinics. Her hobbies are bird watching and photography.
Mio-san.
You know the names of everyone we passed by? And even their profiles? Seeing my surprise, Mion and Rena exchange looks and burst into laughter. Well, yeah, we're not like the city where people hardly know their neighbors. Then let's try it out. You there, who am I? You're Keiichi Mayurabara. You say some with mean things, but you're actually a kind, shy person. It's been 3 weeks since you transferred here. Your hobby is taking afternoon naps. Lately, you switch over to wearing boxer.
Yo.
Didn't you? That's enough.
Yo.
That's enough.
Yo, that's crazy.
Boxers? That's crazy. Enough of that. Apparently. Whoa. Boro-boro. You're like, apparently there is absolutely nothing you can keep hidden here. What the fuck? That's crazy. Kayak di Mion nih. Man. Ono Mion langsung tak pacari saya.
Iya. Oke.
Kan guyu soalnya aku roda ini kok bakal jadi sesuatu gak? In this state ya, before she becomes anything else in the future ya.
Let's see.
Yeah. Hinamizawaza is not a place to be traveled with. This feels more like you guys are showing me off rather than showing me around. That's right. We're parading around like this after all. Don't you all think so too? That Kei-chan is fitting right in here in Hinamizawa. The population in Hinamizawa is shrinking, so the villagers welcome anybody who's new here. I thought about brushing it off with something to evac off. You're kidding me, but I held back. Had I ever greeted someone who just moved into the city like this before? Shit. Nah, guys. Halo? Oh ya. Thinking about that made me believe that they said it wasn't a joke at all. We passed another person. Of course, we were called out too again this the same way. Oh my god, oh my, good day. It's a wonderful seeing you getting along. This lady here is a Fujishama-san. Good day. Oh my Barakun. How wonderful for you, having a lovely girl to each arm. How are you? Getting used to life here? Instead of a regurgitating a prepared response like I would have in the city, I responded with an emphatic nod. The old woman chuckled, voicing her apparent appreciation of how energetic I was. Good. As I look back over the Rena and Mion, they give me a wink. So, now then, about time to have lunch. Maybe? Rena's brilliant smile signaled the approach of an event that both Mion and I were trying to forget. We both looked at each other. I'm a man, I'll do what I can.
Yeah.
So,
Mukbang.
but it's just too much. It's
Mukbang
fine, Kei-chan. Leave it to this old man. Miona's never seems as reliable as she does right now. Wait. You're... Kaya ako yung seneng mbak dia.
Aku yang seneng sih.
Bukan berarti denominated ya. But it's more like she's like at the same level as we talk.
Emang
Alex
dia paling asik, bro.
Paling asik kan?
Iya, paling asik kalau
yang lain-lainnya tuh kayak aku tuh perlu kayak tone down my level untuk setara sama autistiknya mereka gitu loh.
Iya. Paling udah asik. Kayak satir dan kayak aduh, aku ini udah tua. Aku ini mbak tai.
Tapi aku udah cedek tak tompeling ya. Ngomong mbah tak tempeling kan.
Kayak asik dah. Kalau aku dari dulu animenya ya. Coba lagi.
Ancok. Dulu anime nih.
Iya. Ini menambah layer-layer lah. Memberi apa ya? Iya cuy, beda ya. Ini pertama kali aku dulu apa ya? Visual novel setelah dulu anime ini. Iya. Kayak, wah.
Emang banyak yang berbeda dah?
Nggak beda banget sih, cuma kalau dalam story kayak sama aja tapi kayak banyak
detail-detailnya.
Iya, detail-detail tuh beda, kayak banyak yang kekat ya. Obviously, tapi baru kalau merasakannya persen kayak oh anjay banyak banget.
Tapi ini juga klik doang ya. Aku kira kayak aku bisa milih-milih, ternyata enggak.
Enggak ada deh kalau ini. cuma baca linear gitu.
I expect no less from the class representative. Rena, if we're going to eat, we might as well go somewhere with a good view. Wow, yes! Wow! So desu ne. Ii tokoro. I agree. I agree. Rena nodded her head happily in response to Mion's proposal. Anjing kon foto minimal lo apik sithik po.
Iki lo konro iki game tahun berapa?
Tahun bro.
2004.
Kok kene iso gak game kayak gini ya wis kayak asal foto terus tak kai blur ngono terus kan karek I don't know. Can you program this kind of game?
Yo, karo caranya.
Lah, jaremu kon teknik komputer.
Yo, bukan berarti aku sok gaya game yo.
Tapi kon iso sinau gak?
Insya Allah.
Nah, misalnya kita gaya game kayak gini ya apa?
Coba.
Coba.
Wih, banyak ditulisnya gak sih?
Ya aku sih nulis, kayak pet project aja.
Oke. Timbo.
Ya gak pet project aja, siapa tahu nek gede ya berarti Timbo tak ubah brandnya. Tapi bahasa Indonesia.
Iya, dulu aja tahun dulu iku pak visual novel JKT anjir. Kayak
JKT ya?
Oh no, JKT jadi cerita kayak keliling Jakarta anjing gitu. Iku
Bisa kira gak AI, jadi gurine kan gambar AI.
Nggak lah, kita harus
foto.
tradisional bro.
Terus tapi foto tapi dikasar-kasar kan ya.
Iya, kasih filter aja.
Kasih filter. Sini HFF bolan rame sik namat lagi sik. Cresting the top of a stone stairway, a shrine drawn straight out of my imagination appeared before us. It had worn down a bit through the years, but the fallen leaves had been swept up, giving it a tidy feeling. Look, kayak gak tau diurus anjing. This is here the fruit day shrine. Maksudnya filternya gak sing luwih canggih sithik tuh. Mungkin gak filter kayak gini tahun 2004 elek ya.
Bagus, kayak wah keren nih kayak.
Iya kayak wapik ngono ya, kayak keren banget ngono. Mungkin ahli ngono Photoshop ngono.
Terus ini juga PNG sprite-nya juga beda sih, gak emoji. Remaster nih.
It's probably the place with the best view around. Enggak karakternya tak kon sopo ngono gawekno. Gampang mah karakter mah lebih murah daripada background. This place, be sure to remember it. On our next break, a festival will be held here. Isn't it a bit too early in the season for a festival?
Watanagashi.
The Watanagashi isn't a summer festival. Long ago, it used to be a celebration of the end of winter. I was impressed by assuming the festival had to be held in the summer. Oh. Now then, spread out the lunch boxes and there. Various colored lunch boxes were placed one after the other on the top of the plastic sheet. It sure did smell delicious. It was Rena's home cooking. It went without saying that it would be delicious. But is it even possible to finish all of this? Hey, Mion, I'll take more than just a good view to get this all down, you know. Kepencet mana kan? Cuma ini medeni banget anjing. Iki aku sok katakan deh pas foto mesti ono sit.
Aku tahu ono OST iki.
Oh, nanti.
Nak YouTube.
Oh.
Tuh. Ini dari higurashi. Ya. Oke, lanjut.
Nek ana uang, nek ana iki foto dia pas foto-foto aku yakin ono situ ada kuntilanak ngono. Yakin nang.
Ya iku apa abang-abang?
Oh, iya juga ya, iki abang-abang apa ya? Opai, Cuk.
Astagfirullahaladzim.
Astagfirullahaladzim.
Itu
Weh, iki
RSD
mau live
loh.
stream ya.
Itu RSD.
Lah, arek maksudnya kenapa di ship ono opai nih lo? Yuk hilang no aja, Ceng.
Ya emang bocil gak punya.
Nggak punya lah.
Wah, kan Anda berarti tidak apa namanya? Diverse.
Ya mau new gen saya gitu we. Oh, ya on lah
Ono,
new gen saya gitu we. Cuman
Ya ket biyen ono paling bro. Ya tapi kan paling
aku udah saudara. Aku udah saudara sih.
Relax bro. Chill.
Enggak.
Bro. Relax. Yo. Aman gak?
Enggak aman.
Ya udah gak usah.
Good afternoon. It was Rika-chan and Satoko. Why are they here? Mion grinned over at me. Ah, I see. There was her secret plan to power in numbers. You have my thanks, Mion. Following up when all the pieces are in the place in my specialty. We just had to come since there was such a commotion. What is the meaning of this? Take a look. It's time for lunch. Buffet style. A handmade gourmet meal by Reina. I can see that much. Why you haven't laid out a trap on our property? The temple is a public grounds, it's not yours. Keiichi is right. This is everyone's property. Whoa, Rika-chan is such a good girl. Have a seat. Eat with us. Anjing, Keiichi is such a rizzler aja. For now at least. After karena aku
ya soalnya koncone wedok kabeh anjir.
Aku gak ngerti apa yang akan terjadi nanti ya, tapi I'm pretty sure this game is not that innocent. But maksudku kayak obviously.
Game horror.
Iya, makanya after opening up a spot for Rika-chan, I promptly turned my back on Satoko. Hold on a second. Is my spot? No spot for you, and nothing for you to eat. Don't worry, there's some for you too. No, I'll eat all of hers. I will not allow that. Rika? Here, chopsticks. Both Satoko and I laughed at the boxes, having it out with each other. Mungkin aku nek duwe adik bocil no tak ngono pisan deh. Man, really? Kei-chan, you're really good at leading people on. You might have a talent for this.
Wow.
Have a plate, one for me-chan and Rika-chan too. Rena wiped out the pairs of chopstick and paper plates. If we don't hurry, it will be beaten up. It'll all be eaten up. That's right, okay. Shall we commence this battle? Please eat a lot. There's enough for everyone. 5 kilos, god damn it. Rena said as we open up the thermos. Thermos bukannya iku produk ya, thermos.
Emang iya. Terus nama alatnya apa?
Dispenser.
Portable dispenser. Termosnya semuanya termos sama kayak apa coba? Coca-Cola, Coke.
Tapi kan Coke kan emang Coke dari Coca-Cola.
Cocaine? I don't know.
Just then, I realized that this lunch was made under the assumption that 5 people would be eaten. It didn't change how much there was, but the implication behind it was different. Wah, cok! Kaget tau.
Baru. Ya Allah.
I will not allow you to have this burger. Herk, using
Anjing.
your elbow is against the rules, Satoko.
Mangannya gelut terus anjing.
Grabbing the back of my collar is also against the rules. Ini kayak ada kerudung ngono, gurine tak cuambak ngono ya.
Anjing. Fantasinya lu.
Aku biasanya game pas SD, kancaku sing wedok tak tuari ijo iki. Wih, game kocok tak amogi yo. Game aku pas SD Rizzler bro, kocok-kocok wedok kabeh, cok.
God damn. That's crazy, bro.
Seterusnya aku menjadi hentai.
Yo.
No. Ya game aku gak mesum, lagi mesum. That's crazy.
Yang bener aja lu. Clip that, clip.
Nah. Anjing. So, cita-citaku menjadi presiden jadi hancur berantakan aja. It was tough battle, blocking with her full momentum and an elbow in the opening moves. Satoko appeared to have an upper hand, but the difference in our proficiency with chopsticks proved to be fatal and give me the upper hand. My last meatball! Satoko Hojo has been bested. Nom! Satoko and I aimlessly began choking at the same time, falling backwards and spasming. Rika-chan patted me on the head to clear it, even though it was actually stuck in my throat. Seeing that made Rena blush and breathe heavily in excitement. It was almost like the flowers were floating all around her. Mion advised Rena to refrain from saying anything that could get her locked up. This is how our meals usually go. I'll do anything in my power, just so things could stay like this. Anjing. Dia ngerti gak?
Enggak.
Aku krungu ono sing ngedor pintu anjing jam 9.
Hah?
Makanya. Tak kira roommateku anjing.
What?
Cok, that's crazy, bro. Aku emang gak ngomong ini bepo ya.
Woi.
Anyway. Ya aman. Kan setan dikunci, gak ono setan. Tapi
Justru itu.
Bro, I'm saying that enggak, ini bukan bepu aja.
Mending diganggu setan, namanya diganggu wong sum.
Ya semoga aman lah ya. Ini tense battle claimed. Ya anjing, duduk mana cuk? Cek tilut mas.
Oke.
Now I'm legit scary nih.
Yo, save yourself.
Seharusnya gak masalah-masalah ya. Now that's even scarier. Anyway. Halo?
Yo.
Yo, lanjut ya.
Lanjut.
Receiving tea from the thermos, I let out a small sigh. I wonder why there are so few words in Japanese to press how something tastes. What do you mean? You have the most difficult price. You know, you have the most difficult words to use. How many words that you want to use? Hah? Lu punya Tene Go, you punya Songkei Go, you punya Genjo Go, lu punya Futsu Go, lu punya literally everything to say something good. In many words, in all of the politeness. Now shut up and learn Japanese, you two.
Arek SMP lo.
SMP, terang SMP ya?
SMP kali ya, SD masih SD
SMA
malah.
aja. Shit, come on man, don't giving up me the SD vibe anjir. Let me take this SMA, okay, to make it safe, alright, to make it safe.
Yalah,
Gak
aman
mungkin
ini.
ono SD segede gini kopa ini gak mungkin cok. Iki susu gak gawe wong SD anjing. Gak. Isn't it because the idea of togetherness during a meal didn't begin until the modern era? It seems that long ago people ate in silence. Iki pasti ono overshadow something ya.
Oh ya, SMA.
Mas, kenapa kok SMA marmoro? Oh, enggak cok, terlalu desainnya cok ternyata cok.
Iya emang.
Desainnya terlalu seksi anjing.
Hah?
Hah?
Oke lah.
It must have made the people preparing the food a bit sad, don't you think? A fun fact, actually, the modern Japanese food is not the traditional Japanese food is actually from a modern era, from a Edo period. The period before
Emang
that,
Edo nggak kuno?
apa?
Edo nggak kuno.
Apa?
Edo.
Enggak lah. Enggak kuno-kuno amat. Maksudnya bahkan enggak malah
Edo
menurutku
masih ada
bukan malah
samurai
Edo.
kan?
Malah zaman Meiji malah. I would say modern itu.
Edo
Edo akhir ke Meiji.
Edo bukan samurai shing.
Bukan lah. Edo itu tahun 1600.
1600 masih lama anjay.
Ya enggak, 1600 ya baru. Maksudnya bandingin sama makanan Indonesia?
Berapa?
Indonesia lumayan, beberapa ada yang udah sampai tahun 1000-an mungkin, dan kawan-kawan.
1000 tuh apanya makanannya?
Iya, makanannya, inventednya. Karena makanan Jepang itu sebelum Edo itu kan 300 tahun of peace ya. Tapi makan-makan itu tuh baru muncul mungkin di tahun 1700 1800-an mungkin. Karena
Terus mereka dulu makan apa anjing?
nah, makanya Japanese everything maksudnya, Japanese traditional things itu baru ada ketika Edo period. Dan Edo period ini butuh waktu sekitar 100 tahun baru itu kebentuk kan. Karena sebelumnya people itu nggak, ya ini sama seperti yang dikatakan sama ini, people doesn't have the idea of culture. They always live kayak apa ya kan, karena setiap hari selalu bakal ada perang. Bahkan kota pun selalu hancur dalam waktu second. So almost all of the Japanese people are nomaden, kecuali untuk yang ininya apa namanya, orang-orang yang kayak landlord or something like that, you know, zaman situ feudal era itu kan kayak gitu. Dan kalau mereka makan apa? Nasi, pickle, sama asinan ini ikan.
Yes.
That maybe the oldest one, the oldest one itu mungkin. Karena that's the only thing that they eat.
Tapi sake dari dulu ya, sake.
Sake udah dari dulu, sake udah dari lama.
Kalau Musashi itu period apa? Musashi.
Yeah. Musashi itu yang mana ya?
Samurai.
Oh ya, kalau samurai period ya sebelum itu Edo tuh nggak ada samurai. Makanya kalau di Edo adanya Ronin. Iya, karena samurai udah gak dibutuhin lagi. Jadi orang-orang tuh biasanya ya Ronin tuh kan nggak selalu jadi Ronin yang jahat ya, tapi kayak because they lost their lord kan setelah Edo period itu kan apa ya? setelah Edo period itu banyak sekali lords yang akhirnya tunduk ke Edo dan mereka akhirnya kehilangan title mereka. So their name as a samurai makin lama makin hilang. Doesn't mean di zaman Edo nggak ada samurai. Ada samurai dan lumayan banyak, but they're much few dibandingin sama sebelum itu. Kayak gitu. Jadi itu zaman Edo seperti itu, dan pada saat itu tuh muncullah kayak Ronin tuh orang-orang akhirnya mulai berjualan, membuat makanan kayak apalah. Ronin tuh most of them are really good and skilled to make food. Kayak mochi, terus apa itu semuanya ada. Sushi sama telur mentah dan kawan-kawan tuh baru ada tahun 19. Baru banget. Maksudnya sushi yang mentah ya. Sushi yang mentah karena dulu adanya sushi roll. Sushi roll yang udah mateng, yang udah kayak kalau misalkan di Korea namanya kimbap kan, makanya di Korea nggak ada yang sushi yang open gitu, adanya sushi roll ya karena kimbap memang asalnya dari situ tuh. In Japan sushi yang mentah itu baru ada ketika sterilisasi ditemukan di Sweden, which that is like 1940 1960 yeah, it's pretty much new. But people say it's traditional. Yeah, I guess. Udah 100 tahun, I guess. Okay. It seems that long ago, people are eat in silence. It must have made the people preparing the food a bit sad, don't you think? Kan lo, gue 5 kilo gue mana opo, anjing? Tempura. Nggak, sumpah. Aku bertanya, Jok, mana opo?
Kalau ya bento-bentoan. Bento-bentoan kayak
kalau di anime apa?
Kayak tadi ada burger, ada kayak steak. Ya kayak nugget bento gitu loh. Tipikal bento no onigiri.
Onigiri ya. Oh ya, bisa.
Tipikal.
5 kilo gue ngonoan yo.
I don't know man, it's fiction.
It's probably because back then people were busy even while eating and didn't have a time to complement the flavor. That's just you. But you know, just hearing that it's good makes me happy. That my effort was worth it. I mean, ini translation-nya agak off nih. That my effort was worth it. I mean, aku maksudnya paham gimana kayak Toyunowa, kayak Tomoimas itu more like not I mean, more like I guess that my effort was worth it after all. But anyway, she blushed a little as she said that. It was delicious. With absolute perfect timing, Rika-chan struck Rena directly with a prize. She looked straight at her with an expression of a bewitching innocence. After Rena uttered an unintelligible noise, a ring of smoke rose from her head with an audible poof. Oh, Rika-chan, I'm gonna take you home. No, I mean, thank you. It was really delicious. Rena flushed red with excitement, embracing Rika-chan and rubbing her cheek against her so hard so you could almost hear it. To reward Rika-chan for her prize, tada! These are special. 2 apple rabbits. After sticking toothpicks into them, she thrust them towards Rika. After Rika-chan accepted them, the mood suddenly shifted into a bizarre way. What is it, Satako? What's with that deviant look? Has everyone prepared proper price to receive apples from Rena-san? Don't push yourself. What kind of price can you think up with your weak vocab? Ho 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 ho! Well then, allow me to show you. After Satako flashed Mion and me a deviant look, she changed the tone and her voice suddenly. Hey, so Reina One-san's lunch? Satako thought it was yummy too. Satako looked up to her pointedly while talking cutesy. What? How was that the prize? That's not even persuasion by tears. That's persuasion by cuteness, isn't it? This is a Rena limited special skill. She blushed and her head spun, waving around in circles. Don't fall for it, Rena! Nah, man. Oh. Of course, that was asking for impossible. Rena gloomed at Satako and began rubbing her cheek against her. Cute! Satako is so cute! Take you home. Swish. Step! Push! Satako was also presented with the apple rabbits! After stuffing them into her mouth, she looked over at Mion and me again with a deviant gaze. It took only 5 seconds to take down Rena. That's unfair! To think she had suck on the trick. If it upsets so much, why not reward Rena's son with some prize? Damn it! That was a dirty trick! First of all, that wasn't even prize! Satako, you think you've won with that, don't you? How about I show you guys something much better than your superficial gimmicks? That sounds great, Mion. What kind of tricks did it? Kei-chan is going to be the one who does it. What? Oh, why don't I have you show me them? The writing of an old mate. The plan of attack she suggested was wicked, but it was the only thing we had to beat Satoko. After sipping my tea, I started talking, very naturally and calmly. Perfectly. It really is good, isn't it? This is a freshly made, right? No. Actually, almost all of it was frozen stuff. And which one did you make fresh? Well, ini kira mukanya aneh banget anjing.
Kenapa yuk?
Itu mukanya kayak mari klimaks aja.
Tapi kalau di anime nggak ada muka gitu sih. Kata
Oh shit. Well, it's embracing. Do I really have to say
VN exclusive?
Suka sih karena from the synergy of a boy plus handmade lunchbox, her expression had melted into a euphoria. I already know this one, right? Rena turned an even deeper shade of red than words. I can't believe it! Practically written on her face. How can you tell? How? That I made it. Of course, Mion had told me beforehand. Of course, Mion knows that. Mion even know my boxer looks like. It's been perfect so far. After acting I was shy, I waited a bit. Next will be the finisher. It had your smell. Oh shit!
What the fuck was that, bro?
What the fuck?
Huh?
Silence enveloped the area. Rena's face completely red, froze solid with a small yelp. Satoko also blushed. Of course I did too. I smelled like you? Damn, this is not a risk. This is sexual abuse, I think.
Sexual harassment.
Yeah, this is like sexual harassment, bro.
Ini apel yang dikupas berbentuk kelinci tuh. Apple rabbits.
Ini baumu sekali, bau rokok.
Kan foto kapal mambu Marlboro.
Mambu Marlboro. I sure would like to try one of Rena's handmade apple rabbits or something. Even if it wasn't all because I was competing against Satoko, it felt like I had crossed a line by a good 9 yards, I think.
Iya tuh anjing, what the fuck was that, bro?
Then, at that moment, push! It was a Tupperware container filled with rabbits. It's some Tupperware? Ini siapa sih gawe, cu? Ini Indonesia banget anjing. Siapa sih gawe Tupperware karo termos kecuali kita?
Bro, emang zaman dulu gak ada Tupperware?
Enggak, tapi pasti Tupperware. Emang nak Jobo yang terkenal, bukan Indonesia. Bukan
Yo,
Indonesia
Tupperware
doang.
tuh produk mana anjir?
Ya,
Lu
tapi
maunya
emang-
lock and lock gitu.
Ya enggak, pasti Tupperware kan pasti enggak ono sing gawe, Cuk.
Iya,
Kira
ini
tok kan sing gawe.
yang bikin translation siapa sih anjing?
Iya, Cuk. Makanya.
Tapi ini
Wong Indo, Cuk, Cuk.
ini backgroundnya ini kan tahun 1980 ya, 1980-an.
Iki Indo, Cuk, iki, Cuk. Enggak, aku yakin iki sebenarnya si sing gawe ku wong Indo, Cuk.
Ya wes lah.
Ya wis lah.
Ya mana aja retard banget. Luar biasa. Please, it's some
Please, it's some Kichi-kun. There's plenty for you. Instantly dozens of apples were shoved into my mouth, knocking me over. Okay, say, Kichi-kun. My head was forcibly laid upon her lap, and even more apples were
Gua juga
shoved
mau,
into my
anjir.
mouth. Well, enggak mau, cing. Ini gak main autis aja, mungkin tolol aja. Enggak aja, ini mental illness aja. The more I know about her, maybe she actually have a mental ill.
ya lanjut.
Well, she was squealing. One apple after another was forced into my mouth. More and more apples. How about them apples, Satoko? Looks like we win. Kei-chan, that was a beautiful sacrifice. How's that, Satoko? This is our complete victory, isn't it? I can't believe it! Such trickery! It doesn't bother me at all. Satoko ground her teeth, mortified. We did it! I claim victory as my consciousness drifted slowly away from me.
Dicekokin apel sampai pingsan goblok.
At that time, Brenna stopped her squealing as she suddenly realizing something. Rika-chan, you're not eating it? Rika-chan, you're not eating it? Did the salt water make it too strong? Maybe. Looking over, Rika-chan had pulled the toothpick out of the apple robot, placed into her cup hands, and seems to be at a loss for that too. Enggak, aku mek bocil aja. Biasanya bocil malah saiti terus kayak nyam terus kayak gak dipangan. Yeah. Poor my rabbit. I feel sorry for him. I want to save him. There was the sound of a blood spurting from Brenna's. No! Cute! Tonight I will take you home. She shocked sporadically, her head wobbling back and forth, then coming back to her. Ini tahun 2004 ya?
Iya.
Bang, emang masih ono anime sing apa?
Yo, itu dari tahun 90-an kali yang moe-moe.
Oh iya. Ini emang Jepang macam tolol macam enggak tahun 90-an, Cok. Nek if you go back mungkin ono novel wah sing kayak gini pisan tahun 1840 kan.
Keren ya. Keren anjing. Keren sih.
Lah sing tau ngomongin ayam meket iku bahasanya kayak gini, Mas. Bahasanya iku kayak gini ya apa mesti tahun 1904 anjing.
Malah 2002 lo anjing. Sak guru yang aku lahir, Cok. Higurashi. Ini higurashi lebih tua daripada aku, Cok. Agustus 10 2002.
20 tahun ya udah nih.
20 tahun loh. Gila gak sih?
Ya, lumayan. Then coming back to her senses, she took all over the apples around me, gathered them up with a whip, and fixed them up on the plate. Now they're all just fine, okay? Here, I'll give them to you, Rika-chan, okay? Rika-chan raised up Satoko's hand like a reverie after having the plate of rabbits shoved to her. She whispered, "This is our victory." Oh, what? Whoa, what? A comeback? Hey, son, hey, go. I just don't care anymore. That's my sacrifice to end up with the freak in the paint. Oke. Ini deliverynya lama banget ya. Bener-bener pelan gitu.
Kalau anime udah tamat ya. Enggak deng. Kalau anime itu per chapter tuh kayak 3 atau 4 episode nih.
Oh ya?
Iya.
Oh.
Udah berapa ya?
It was a fun-filled, crazy day. But as soon as the sun began to set, the end of the day really did come quickly. Ini bener-bener deliverynya dari, I know higurashi one day will become something dark. Tapi kayak deliverynya udah lama banget aja. Later, Reina and Kei-chan. Later, Reina and Kei-chan. See you tomorrow. Thanks for today, Mion. I had a great time. See you tomorrow. Satoko and Rika-chan went home as well. We parted ways with Mion, and it ended up with just Reina and myself enjoying the evening air on our way home. Thanks for coming today, Keiichi-kun. Was it fun? Yeah, lots of fun. Almost feels like I wish to go home now. Berdua doang nih. Would you mind taking a little detour? Kana? A detour? Is it far? It's a bit of a walk, but it would take long. Since we have been walking around all day, I must have seemed a bit tired. I'm feeling like a teasing Rena. I quietly noted. Wow, anjing ini nanti, cok.
Purwodadi.
Wih. Golden Bridge anjing. Nanti anjing, kok digawe nanti anjing. Kok ketinggalan ngentu apa ya apa anjing. Traversing a small path and up a small hill, the land suddenly stretched out before us. There, what looked into like the remains of a dilapidated construction site come into view.
Ya,
Setan,
udah
pertama
bermain
nice.
SD kokon merenda. Lagi.
A large heap of a garbage spread out over towards the swamp, probably illegal dumping. I recalled it being in a newspaper. It's been quite a while. I wonder what's here. When you say it's been a while, you mean the business you had here was with this garbage pile? It is not garbage. To me, it's a pile of treasure. When I had already entered that well-known cute mode of hers. So that means that was something cute here? You know, fun fact, jalan aku ke kampus kan juga ke atas gunung ya. There was also this kind of site. Kayak, maksudnya agak detour dikit. Literally the same thing. Karena aku pernah jalan-jalan juga ya. Masuk ke kayak sedikit, like hutan atau apa gitu, and there is like a lot of excavator and stuff like that, and doing some kind of a piling all of the trashes and stuff. So it's like a Japanese thing, I guess.
Kau nangin Mizawa paling.
Mungkin Beppu dulu sekosong itu mungkin ya. Maybe this was a Minamizawa mungkin back then. Maybe Beppu is that. Kan tahun 2002 mungkin nggak ono gedung-gedungan kawan-kawan. FPU lagi digawe mungkin. So that mean there was something cute here? What cute-nya tuh loh? KYUTE. Cute. Kan ini mau Indonesia sih gawe, Cok. Wow, a new pile. Minimal sih gawe translasinya. Oh Indonesia, translasi. I can't wait. She bounded up an unstoppable slope. I'd expect no less from a born and a bred country girl. Hey, wait, I'm coming. Whoa. My city raised self was completely pitiful. It's all right. Just stay right there, Keiichi-kun. It won't take long. Rena kindly declined my accompaniment. Don't fall! Watch your step! I'm fine, I'm fine. This is nothing at all. Aneh banget sih Rena tiba-tiba ngajak kita kesini. Literally bounding up the head of trash, Rena disappeared over the other side. I didn't like being left behind, so I was still pretty tired from the whole days. So I just ended up waiting. Without the lively Rena around, the surrounding area quickly fell into silence. The cry of a higurashi gently cooled the air.
Cikadas.
Fairly exhausted,
Penggeret.
I began to feel a little sleepy. Just then, the sudden noise of a scattering pebbles altered me to somebody's presence. Startled, I turned around. Wah, cok! Kaget, cok! Apa sih? Iki wong tiba-tiba. Wah, cik. Wah, iki otot keseleo, Mas. Ya apa sih? Iki ototnya keseleo, anjing. Mas, sampean gak apa-apa. Standing over was a typical looking photographer. She spied over me and through this camera. His body was tanned and fit, but something about him seems unreliable, and he had a bit of an aloof air around him. Well, it didn't seem like he was a bad guy in any case. Whoa, you surprised me. Although started when I turned around, he overplayed his reaction. That was my line. Cok, kon moto sopo? Ngono kan pikirku. I'm the one who's surprised here. My bad. I didn't mean to startle you. Are you from Mizawa? I gathered that he wasn't from that question. Unfazed by my suspicious outlooking, he introduced himself without my prompting. I am Tomitake, freelance photographer. I come to Hinamizawa from time to time. I didn't ask you who you are. I didn't ask who you were. Quite rude. Quite rude to photograph someone without consent, one would think.
Lah iyo.
My bad. I mainly photograph wild birds. They can't refuse, you see. So what? You're saying I'm the same as birds? No. Well, you see, the image of a young man in the twilight was just a pictures. I don't know how to say that. I apologize for trying to take your picture without asking. Adults are pretty slick. Why not? Adults are pretty dick. All the annoyance I felt from being startled just flew away as he buttered me up. I had no intention of hanging around with this guy trying to get cozy with me, except it didn't seem like Rena would be back soon. But this older guy, Tomitake-san, he didn't mind by my cautious response and continued rambling on by myself. Keiichi-kun, sorry to keep you waiting. Finished now. Rena propped her head out from one of the lower piles of garbage and waved her hand. You have someone with you? What would she be doing over here? Oh, you have someone with you? What would she be doing over there? That's what I wanted to know. Don't know. Maybe she's checking on that dismembered corpse that was out here long ago. That kind of dark joke? I don't know. Tomitake-san looked shaken up by that for a moment. I responded like I would if I were talking with Rena and the others. It was a quiet, disturbing incident. They still haven't found one of the arms. What the fuck? Keiichi-kun, sorry to keep you. You were waiting a while, I guess. I best leave you two lovebirds alone. Again, my apologies for startling you, Keiichi-kun. Oh, whoa! Tomitake-san chortled suggestively, then disappeared into the twilight. Missing my chance to retort put me off a bit. Keiichi-kun, are you angry? Why? I wonder. I wonder. It wasn't Rena's fault, so I decided to brush it off for now. How was it? Find a treasure trove? Oh yes. So listen. You see, there was a Colonel Sanders doll. A Colonel Sanders doll? Ikut anime nih ya, putusan.
Bukan kalau saya diganti lah pokoknya. Tapi bentukannya mirip kayak maskot KFC lah kan.
Oh, that thing. Those statues they always have out in front of that fried chicken place. The life-size dummy? Yes, Colonel Sanders. How cute! I want to take it home. I couldn't tell how she decides what cute or not, but well, she seems to want it. I believe that this is. Aku nggak tahu higurashi itu apakah ghost kind of horror atau psychology horror.
Psikologi, lebih psikologi sih.
Oh, psychologist. All right. But if it's a horror, then I assume that all of the girls is just a ghost.
Oh.
I don't know. It's garbage, right? No one will care if you just take it home, right? It's become a piece of another pile. I can take it out easily. There's no lamp post over there. So I'll get dark pretty soon. And one thing for sure, dia nggak juga sih. Aku mau ngomong dia terlalu putih buat orang villagers, tapi nggak juga. Keiichi-kun yang seharusnya nggak putih. Keiichi-kun seharusnya agak taint, hitam, kind of shit. So in anime I do not know.
Oh iya, dari awal belum ditunjukin ya. MC. Oh iya ya.
Rena seems quite a. Maybe nggak ditunjukin sama sekali deh. Rena seems quite down
mungkin
about
ditunjukin
finding
nanti,
a treasure and not being able to bring it back. I'll help you out to repay you for that delicious picnic you prepared today. Huh? Oh, thank you. Birds handing a home to Rose proclaim that nightfall will soon be upon us. Keiichi-kun is going to help. I can take a Colonel Sanders home. Oh. Rena staggered aloud as is intoxicated in her dreamy state of mind. I tried asking her in a way that shouldn't make her out of her cheery state. Hey, Rena, long ago, did something happen here? Seems like we were building a dam here. I don't know the details though. Oh, just wondering if you knew about, an accident or something. I don't. I would like to tell you something. Ya, agak menakutkan juga. So, basically, I know the bunuh diri itu udah biasa kan di Jepang. Tapi kayak aku nggak bakal ngira itu bakal segitunya juga gitu loh. So like what?
Segitu itu gimana?
Nggak sih, kayak aku nggak bakal ngira itu bakal that frequent. And 3 months ago ya. Itu kayak temanku di apartemen namanya X by L ya. X by L
di Beppu.
Di Beppu. Ya, di Beppu namanya apartemennya X by L. Terus X by L ini tuh ya lantai-lantainya gitu loh. Terus kayak teman-temanku tuh yang tinggal di situ itu ngeluhin ada bau sangit, bau busuk gitu loh. Terus ya awalnya kayak biasa-biasa aja, tapi lama-lama tambah sangit. Well, everyone was expecting that to be a dead body, of course. So the police was called di situ. Terus habis itu ternyata emang benar ada orang bunuh diri di lantai 4. Kamarnya 104 nggak salah, 404 nggak salah atau apa gitu. It was a really really weird one karena di lantai 404, 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's all about that, right? And then like orang itu beneran bunuh diri di situ. And well, the officials say it was a accident, but we all know that's actually the orang bunuh diri gitu loh. And yeah, it was okay, but and then like just 2 weeks ago itu orang ada yang bunuh lagi juga di lantai 4 juga sama, tapi 403 sebelahnya. So it was like really
aneh
frequent.
Sih.
Yeah. I do not know apakah mereka berdua neighboring, ya kan? Karena dia neighboring akhirnya they know each other, atau karena si neighbornya bau sangit itu dia nggak kuat, atau mungkin dia kayak kena depresi gara-gara dia tahu sebelah rumahnya itu bunuh diri. But what I would just like to say is I thought that it's not that frequent, but ternyata that frequent bro.
Iya bro. Kalau udah dikenal sebagai
I have actually a lot of a weird kind of a ghost story di
Ooh.
EPU. I would like to tell that later. Tapi as we for ini ya, coba ya. I don't know. Her
I
tone
don't
was
know.
I don't know. Her tone was disturbingly frank. It sounds more like a denial than an answer. I must have appeared rather dumbstruck. Rena quickly lightened her expressions. Actually, I didn't live here until a year ago. Huh? You transferred here too? I was sure that. So you see, I don't really know much from before that. Sorry. Don't really know? Don't want to talk about it? That was the kind of feeling she gave me. Yeah, I mean, it's fine lah, bro. If she doesn't want to talk about it. Sumpah, cowok ini jalan ke baitoku anjing. Now that I realize about it. Baitoku sing paprika. Is it all Japan like this? Think about it, of course it will be like that. This wasn't the type of a things girls would enjoy talking about. It was a quite disturbing incident. It seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms. If it did just like a Tomitaki-san said, then I had a feeling only the higurashi would know. Oh,
Shirakawa Gifu itu di mana?
Shikoro Kifu nggak tahu.
When was Higurashi set? Summer 1983. What type village? Shirakawa Go. Shirakawa. Amen.
Oh, selesai apa enggak? Oh,
Belum bro. Kok
Save.
nggak save tempat
Chapter
lain?
two.
Nggak save tempat lain.
Oh, save.
Terserah
Oke.
sih sebenarnya.
I'm not usually. Lah, sebentar. Kok aku bisa continue terus? Bukannya ini chapter 1 doang ya?
Chapter 1 sampai ada klimaksnya. Per chapter ada konklusinya untuk chapter selanjutnya.
Oh ya?
Yep.
Oke, we're on until aku buat sarapan.
Yang bener lo.
I mean, this is really interesting actually.
Break
Really
ya,
enjoy
apa nguyu coy.
Apa?
Nguyu.
Oke, mau jawab sih. Hmm. Jabo.
I was taking out the trash. Okay, I'm back.
Jabo deh.
Oh.
Roblox. I'm drinking tea now. No? Drinking tea.
What kind of tea?
Green tea. I don't know. Like
Bottle green tea?
matcha.
Bottle.
Matcha. Enggak.
Nyeduh.
Jadi kayak air panas. Tak masukin tehnya, terus tak panasin.
Hah? Microwave.
Air dari ini. Pemanas apa sih namanya? Pemanas air kok, Bos?
Heater nggak tahu. Teapot.
Ya, dari pemanas air itu aku panasin, atau sebelum aku panasin aku masukin ini dulu, tea bag-nya itu tadi. Terus habis itu tak panasin, terus habis itu baru tak masukin ke sini.
Cup.
Hah?
Itu tea bag-nya di cup-nya apa di tekonya?
Di tekonya, nah. Teko.
Hah?
Caranya gitu katanya.
Emang iya?
Disotain lah.
Rasanya kecampur dong?
Kecampur apa?
Gak tahu, mau nyoba apa yang lain kira-kira kan nggak coba minum teh dong. Mungkin teh rasa lain.
Apa? Kan teh. Mau dicampur rasa apa juga masnya enak.
Yo, tidak. Ya kan teh beda-beda rasanya, bro. Nggak pure dong. Rasanya kecampur, tainted. Ternodai rasa lain.
Itu juga sih. Tapi
Soalnya-
kan
Terus kalau ngopi gimana ngopi? Kopi rasa teh.
enak dong. Pahit. Enak.
Hah.
Anyway. A Colonel Sanders! Ah, of course, that's right. Right up her alley. I understand her wanting to take home Satoko and Tika-chan, but I can understand the Colonel Sanders. What's so good about that four-eyed geezer? Probably better to hear it from Rena, don't you think? Probably better to hear it from Rena, don't you think? She'll probably just say, because he's just too cute, though. Does Rena often go to the construction sites to hunt for treasure? Every now and then she says she's going to have a look. But a girl her age rummaging around in a garbage is, well, if Rena enjoys it, then I think it's fine. What were we doing over here there? Damn construction? You had me bugging me since yesterday, like an itch I couldn't scratch. It was cancelled a long time ago. Everyone gathered together and fought against it. Hearing an ominous word like "fought" come from Rika-chan's mouth startled me. That's right. It was unbelievable. They said Hinamizawa would be sunk into a reservoir, and we had no say in the matters. So I'm only able to be here because the protest succeeded. Sugubung. Iki arek TK apa ya, sih? Gila.
Kan emang itu buat TK ya?
Nggak, Deng.
Kan campur ikunya apanya?
Iya sih.
Kelasnya nyampur.
Ini kan pasti pelajaran ini deh. Kaligrafi deh. Tapi ini suku bung. Atau
Artinya?
kalimat.
Kalimat.
Tapi pelajaran ini sih, kaligrafi sih. I'm pretty sure that's not that easy. I'm sorry. I didn't keep you, did I? My deepest apologies, Kei-san. My deepest apologies, Keiichi-san. It took me a while to powder my nose.
Huh?
Satoko, wait to use wait to use the can until you really have to go. It's a lot easier, nice and short right out. Hey, how dare you speak that way to a maiden
Unparalleled.
of unparalleled beauty such as myself? What the hell is this? Who was she calling a maiden? If Satoko really was a maiden, she would. If she would have reacted like that, the usual hijinks and shoot.
Apaan anjir hijinks?
Now then, gentlemen, in accordance with the rules of our society, I bring a point to discussion. Hey, Keiichi Maire-bakun wishes to be included as a member in our activities. What you say? What say to? Rena has no objection. Oh, I wonder if the likes of this peasant is up to the task. Me and Satoko both approve. The three that Mayon had acquired voiced their approval. An unanimous decision. A unanimous decision. Congratulations, Keiichi Maire-bakun. I present you an honor of being allowed to take the entrance exam for our club. Start from the beginning. I didn't say I will join. Start from the beginning. I didn't say I will join. What a club is this? What our club does, you see, in order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities under different sets of rules. Sometimes they are in your favor, and sometimes they work against you. I'm pretty weak, so I prefer you didn't single me out. Let's try to get along.
Tai. Lu paling OP anjir.
You're so naive, Rena. The law of a jungle is the survival of the fittest. Aku pasti biasanya if there is a word of a survival of the fittest, I always like a survival of the fitness. The survival of the fitness. This was starting to sound a bit sketchy. So what kind of thought was it? To sum it up, it's a club where we play games together. Rika-chan was the only one to answer my questions with a pertinent response. So basically, this club put Mion's hobby of collecting games to use by playing the various games that Mion had hoarded every day. It seems that depending on the day, there were prizes for a winner or a penalty for the person who finished in the last place. I'll make this clear right now. We aren't playing house here. You should treat each win or loss as if your life depends on it. All right? What's wrong with just having fun? Don't make it sound so crazy. The first rule of our society: aim only for the first place. Going at it half-assed just because it's a game is not allowed. Rule number 2 of our society: for that reasons you are obligated to make all possible efforts. The way Satoko said it, it sounds like she was saying use any means necessary. Of course, I will do my best too. I'm pretty weak, but I'm trying my best. I knew what they were trying to say. In a game where everybody is aiming for a top, it's rather unsportsmanlike to play just for fun. Alright then, I too will go all out. With that, I was finally ready for the rite of initiation, my baptism into the club. What are you doing? A word of warning, Kei-chan. Rena can get pretty nasty. This Initiation looks like it's going to be rough. Mion began first fishing around in the student lockers in the back of the room. They have games here at the school? Well, it's a cult equipment, so I guess that's fine. Complicated games would put Kate-chan at a disadvantage. So today, we'll play a game that you will be familiar with. How about a standard card game, like Old Bachelor? I don't even know what the fuck is that. Old Bachelor, what is that? Alright, let's do this! Can't really get into unless there's a penalty. This time, the loser will be sentenced to having their face drawn on. What do you think? Whoa, it won't be the oil-based paint, right? Anjing, mau kira a fucking picture or something, eh? Right? Oil-based? Face painting with oil-based paint? That's literally my reaction, actually. That is perfect. That is perfect! Satoko cheered that idea on. She didn't even flinch at the thought of such a severe penalty. It seems like she was raring to go. If it's going to be like this, then I can't lose either. Then I'll just cut the deck and start dealing. Old Bachelor is pretty much the same as an old maid. You don't even explain shit, bro. What the fuck is Old Bachelor and old maid, anjing? There's only one difference. There's no Joker. Look, here's the thing. I'm so sorry. Mungkin maksudnya salah satu game di berarti ya, di Remi berarti ya.
Mungkin kartu Remi apa?
In its place, one card is pulled out of the start. Wait, Remi is allowed in school?
Ya kan tadi dari bilang kok boleh gitu kan. Oh tapi ini kan equipment club, jadi gak apa-apa kali.
Then there will be one card without a match left over at the end. You don't know which card will end up being the Joker. It's a pretty thrilling game. I'll take out the card now. Rena took out one card and left it face down on the table. Everybody stared at the card intensely. Well, it will be pretty obvious in the end game. No way to tell at the start. But the rest of them were very serious. They didn't seem as relaxed as I was. They compared their cards to the one face down, all the while gouging each other's reactions. It was as if they could see what the face down card was. No, it couldn't be. This deck is pretty worn out. No way. Can everyone tell by the scratches that the card on the table is? Remember the second rules of our society. Katie-san must try his hardest to win as well. A number of the cards are quite unique. Keiichi-kun should be able to remember them pretty quickly. She says that no matter of the faculty. Suits me fine. Don't think a little thing like that can be your crutch. I lashed out angrily, but it was rather obvious I was at a disadvantage. After all, they'd gone so far as to memorize the wear and tear of each individual cards. This wasn't a simple game of an old bachelor. If this was a test, then they were playing with the answer sheet in front of them. Bring it! I'll take the advantage of your carelessness and beat you at your own game. The basilisk's confidence would soon be crushed. How about I tell you your hand starting from the right? 3, 4, 9, Jack, Queen. Huh! By the way, the bachelor is the Jack of the diamonds. I can tell what they are even if you snitch them around. I'm out. I thought I was prepared, but for it to be this brutal, just overwhelming. Demons, you're all demons. Reda, is it a demon, are you? Sorry, Keiichi-kun. This is the Tree of Hearts, isn't it? I'm out. Not even a hint of mercy. Reda, even Rika-chan. These club activities weren't to be trifled with. They really love trifled, isn't it? An alumnus of this club will definitely survive in the cruelest of situations. If our entire class had self-detonation collars strapped to their necks and were dropped into a death match on the deserted island, these guys would probably take to it like a fish to water. I can already picture their joy as they hunt down each of their classmates. Its lowest point system. The order itself dedicates the points. Whoever has the lowest point total wins. Since Keiichi finished last, he has 5 points. There's already a 5 mark down on my scoreboard. I think it's unfair to Keiichi-kun if we don't use a new tech. It's fine. Kei-chan is a man after all. Anjing, aku udah dibully-bulian. You can turn the tables even if the odds are stacked against him, right? Hey, it's fitting for a lowly peasant to scamper home and soak their pillow in tears, don't you think? A petite hand laid itself on the top of my head, which was trembling for uncontainable frustration. It was Rika-chan's. Keep on fighting, yeah. Thanks to Rika-chan's words of encouragement, I was able to calm down. You need to be calmed, especially when you're cornered. That's the power I could muster during this crisis. Think really, Keiichi Maibara. Take your time and look at the cards carefully. It's just as Rena said, each card has its own distinct marking that made them stand out. Memorizing them should be pretty simple. Think about what you can do in this situation. Try everything in your power to improve your chances of victory. Wow, great, Keiichi-kun, just like that. I covered the uniquely marked cards with my hands and other cards, arranging them in such a way that they couldn't be seen. The one with the ripped corners should be the 5, and I'm out. I couldn't let any of those precious hands slip by me. All information is a weapon. Then it was my turn. Satoko fanned out her cards for me. You see, I want the 7th. Is it this one? I wonder about that. You won't know unless you take it. There was a bit of dismay in her expressions. Like, she doesn't want it taken. That kind of expressions. I won't let the moment that is lapse slip by me. I know! It's this one! Got it! 7 of the spades! A cheer of ooh rang out. Ooh. What is this? The 7 should be the hardest one of all the tell apart. It wasn't the memorizing the markings. Those slight changes in the expressions as I was selecting a card were enough. Can't hide it from me, Kei-chan. This mark means it's a 2 of diamonds. What? She was startled by her own misread. Of course, everyone else was too. Whoa, it's rare that Mi-chan gets a card wrong. No, Kei-chan, could it be you? They told them apart by different marks. That mark was a nail scratch, so I put a new one on it. Are you saying you disguised it as a 2 of diamonds? What an impressive show off with! Keiichi's landed a clean hit. What the fuck? That's great, Keiichi-kun. That was an incredible match, you know? Having defeated by the Forerunner Mion, my brilliant battle left me ecstatic. But my total points, it was already set in stone that Mion would win and I would finish last. I laughed haughtily, selecting the tone of my voice carefully to get Mion's nerves. Well, I'm going to end up the loser, but I'm satisfied with one-upping Mion at the end. That sounds to be a proverbial slap in the face to Mion, who was at the top already and ensured victory. Even if K-Chance gets first place this round, he'll still end up last place overall. Don't you hate that? Of course I do. Let's have a duel. One chance. If you win, then we'll swap first and last place. Then we'll swap first and last place. How about it? You up for it? She fell for it. A chance for her upsetting that wouldn't be possible without goading her into it. One chance, you say. Let me hear the rules. Mion discarded 2 cards from her hand and replaced one with a joker card that was on the table, then shuffled the resulting hand behind her back. The card in my right or the card in my left? Kei-chan can guess which hand the joker's in, then he wins. When he turned around just now, you didn't pull out the joker, did you? If you lose, I'll show the card in the other hand. That okay? The other 3 gulped nervously at these unexpected turns of events. Oh, alright. You've got it. Mion grabs 1 card in each hand and thrusts them out of me. At first, I needed to inspect them closely. The card on the right had no distinguished marks. I couldn't tell which one it was. Which one? I wonder. Keiichi couldn't be careful. Yeah, of course. This is my chance for a big comeback. Looking closely at the card on the left, I saw a little wear. It wasn't one I had seen before. That card is... I didn't let that bit from Satoko slip by me. Mion cluckled by her tongue. I didn't recognize the mark on the left card from the small number that I had memorized. I didn't know what the left card was, but I could tell from Satoko's reaction that the card has already appeared during the game. Since it has already appeared before, it meant that it definitely wasn't the Joker. Oh, Keiichi-chan thinks it's the one on the right. Will you choose that one then? Will you? The left card, it definitely wasn't the Joker. If I could trust that theory, then I should have been able to declare the card to the right was the Joker. Even without Mion's taunting, the one on the right was the most suspicious. But wasn't it a bit too rash to decide based solely on Satoko's reaction? More carefully. I remember now. The mark. The left card. No doubt about it. The 7 of the clubs. It's the 7 of the clubs, I see. I've won! The card on the left was the 7 of the clubs. So that means the card on the right was the Joker. Turns out there's no Joker at all. I bet. And then, just before my hand touched the right card, I froze. I wouldn't expect no less from you. There was a wave of murmurs amongst the onlookers at my sudden halt right before I confirmed the right card was a Joker. Huh? What could Keiichi-san possibly be saying? I mean, the left one is... Shh. Oh. Wait. Apa?
Kau yang petik mikrofon off tapi lo ono suara.
Halo?
Ono. Kau yang nggak. Tombolnya gak bekerja.
Jancuk, aku sasot-sasot ya ini ngalah. Ngalah lah. Ya wis lah. Oh, what makes you so certain that the right one isn't the Joker, Keitan? Mion let loose the unexpected questions. Everyone else was baffled. I don't know what the card on the right could be, but I know that the one on the left is the 7 of the clubs. Then, doesn't that leave the right one as the Joker? One of them had to be the Joker, right? Yeah, one of those is a Joker, right? Keiichi has a good intuition. Huh? Rika-chan, what do you mean by... So basically, the 7 of clubs. I discarded that by matching it with Satoko's 7 of spades earlier. Everyone's attention snapped to the discard pile at the same time. The truth of the matter couldn't be discerned from that sloppy pile. So that means Mion pocketed one of a discarded cards that aligned it over the left card. And that means... I see, I get it! This left card is being discussed as the 7 of clubs, right? It was the first time since the start of the match that a shadow ran across Mion's expressions, and I didn't let it slip by. Then, with a grand flourish, I declared it loudly. The Joker is... the left one! It was an intense moment. The 1 second felt like an eternity for everyone there. Breaking that silence, the first one to speak was Mion.
Whoa.
Being the first president of the group, I've been witness the variety of performances. Kei-chan's, yours is the best. The best of the best of the best. That was probably the greatest compliment Mion could give. Mion accepted her defeat, dropping the cards from the both hands. My comeback victory! Rika-chan placed her hands on my head and began patting it, congratulating me on my victory. Huh? Rika-chan is... Rena and Satoko gaped at us as if they had seen a ghost. Rika, is it Rena? It's not as if I cheated or... What is it, Rena? It's not like I cheated or anything, right? This was a fair and square. Rika only pat someone on the head to console them. Huh? What's the meaning of? At that moment, Rena let out the small shriek. Keiichi-kun, this is how it was. You know, Kei-chan, I thought you'd read it into that bar. Everyone froze. No, it wasn't just me. It was gamble. It was a gamble. If you had just jumped to conclusion like a little brat, then I would have lost. It was the answer everyone was certain about. Mion picked up the card and the losing hand. Kei-chan, you know you shouldn't take a pride in this loss. She turned it around. There was the card that proclaimed the victory of this duel. The card of the 7 of the clubs. Unbelievable! It was 2 of diamonds! It was a setup. I don't understand the fuck is going on right here. If I just picked the right one, wouldn't reading so deeply into it. I, Mion Sonozaki, as the club president, do accept Keiichi Mayabara's membership into our club. As I slumped to my knees dazed, everyone let out a round of applause for the excellent effort I gave despite my defeat. The match is over now. Today's victory is me, Mion Sonozaki, and our exalted loser is Keiichi Mayabara. Everyone made a commotion, applauding cheerfully. I was beasted, but I was so soundly beaten that it unexpectedly felt rather refreshing. When Mi-chan pulled that little trick behind her back, I got excited thinking, she's going to do it again. When Keiichi-san stopped the moment before touching the card, I thought he fell for it. He fell for it quite handily. Huh? Hey, wait. All of them knew from the start and still got so excited so earnestly? Man, I hate this kind of club. Everyone got excited to make it more fun. You're all demons, you monster! Now then, Kei-chan, it's time for your penalty. Since your first day participating, I'll go easy, okay? It will be a problem if you refuse to come to school. The other three members held down my arms and shoulder firmly. Mion approached, licking her lips. Her right what? Okay. Her right hand went to pull something out of her pocket. That's a felt tip marker, and it's large and oil-based. Okay, here we go. She took a cap of the marker and brought it slowly up to my face when I was immobilized. No, 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 no! I let out my death throes. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Udah selesai?
Belum.
Mau sampai kapan? Emang sampai kapan ini?
Kering. Anjir, 3 jam, Cok. Gila gak sih?
Gila, bro. As soon as the club activities were finished, Rena flew off. Whoa. Probably so she could take out the cute Colonel Sanders that she wasn't able to take home yesterday. So today it was just Mion and me walking home together rather than rare occurrences. Why are we not helping her? A mountain of a treasure, huh? The guy throwing it away probably never thought in their wildest dreams that Rena would be grateful to them. Mountain of treasure. Meaning that damn constructor sites from before. Alright. Mion would probably tell me that murder of a dismemberment that seems to have happened here. Happened there. Over there, you know, at the damn construction site. Did something happen there long ago? Something sure did. A grand battle. There were sit-ins and demonstrations. It was a bit different from what I wanted to hear, but I decided to listen just as the same. It was our land that was going to be sunk into the damn reservoir. I will have fought as well. Probably. The government guys just were really adamant about it, acting all big and full of themselves. Since they figured out that they couldn't settle it with money, they did a bunch of nasty stuff. They were nasty guys. Mion spoke excitedly as if the whole thing was happening right in front of her. I'm amazed you guys won. You were facing a federal government, right? The mayor and the prominent figures in the village all signed petitions. They went to Tokyo and struck deals with the legislators. And as the result, the development plan was retracted. It was our complete victory. There wasn't any violence, was there? Like assault or murders? None? She promptly cut me off, the same as Rena had. Her word signaled the end of our discussion. Tomitake-san said one arm wasn't found in the incident. I thought that a murder by dismemberment had occurred, but I guess I was wrong. My curiosity unsated. I sighed dejectedly inside. Later, see you tomorrow, Kei-chan. You can wash that off until you get home, got it? I got it, I won't. Miona held back her laughter while stealing glances at my face. I wonder what kind of a nasty doodles they draw. Oh, okay, ini momen dimana aku nanti ketemu muka gue.
Nggak tahu.
Damn you, Mion, you shall rue this day. If our roles are ever reversed, I'm going to slop it on. All over you face so you won't be able to take it off, even with a scoring pad. Upon arriving home, I ran straight into my mom, embracing myself yet again. Wait, Lagi fotonya gaya apa ya? Berarti gaya kamera pocket kamera mungkin deh.
Orang indie
Mood?
punya budget berapa
Huh?
sih? Orang indie pada
Gak
tahun
tahu.
2002.
The mood I come home was already on edge. It's not an uncommon thing in our family. Whenever Dad can't come up with a good idea, it always ends up like this. He stomped around the house with his arms crossed. Mom whispered into my ear, "Welcome home, Katie. Dad is a bit of a rut right now, so don't bother him, okay?" He can't come up with a new idea? It's because the deadlines are so close together this time. Your dad needs time to recharge or he doesn't work as well. Dad's painting feed our entire family. If he runs out of ideas, then it's the end of the my Baras. We've never gone hungry before. Could it be that my dad is a master painter? Will it be easier to get an idea taking a walk outside rather than wandering around the house? The theme of the piece this time is in the household. So it seems your dad wants to use this house as a motive. That's a quite a bothersome motive. Keiichi, pick up your rooms. It looks terrible. Sorry, I'll clean it up later. Ah, come on, please don't use my room as the motive. Keiichi, there's still some time before dinner, so please go take a walk out back or something. Anjing, ini 2002 banget anjing.
Tapi ini tahun 1980.
Kan nggak metua gitu kan.
Betul.
Oh, oma terus. Aku nak oma terus soalnya.
Aku bisa.
His bad mood is only temporary. As soon as he gets an idea, his mood improves and starts humming. Until then, it wouldn't be a bad idea to just go take a walk, so I don't aggravate him further. Well, I guess I will then. I said I was going to take a walk, but I didn't have any particular destination in mind. I just needed to kill some time. I got my bike and pondered where to go. I couldn't just go read at the bookstores, but it wouldn't take about an hour by bike to get to town.
Jauh banget.
It would be dark by the time I got back, so I didn't want to go unless I had to. The roads at Nako ever found out about that. Smiled wildly. Oh yeah, Rena was probably still in a mountain of treasures. The damn construction site. The excavations of a Colonel Sanders was probably taking her a while. It wouldn't be so bad if to have her owe me one. She might return the favor next time we have a club activities. With a little bit of a self-interest in mind, I set off towards the damn construction site. Oh wow, I wonder. Tomitake-san might be there as well. The only person with information about the incidents that both Rena and Mion denied knowing anything about. If I met him again, I'd like to ask for more details. To ask, where was really a dismemberment here is Minamizawa? That was my real intention. Anjing sumpah lagi uncanny banget anjir fotonya. Ini kayak fotografik penampakan anjing.
Makanya.
I spotted Rena struggling on the slope on the garbage pile. It looked like a Colonel Sanders was locked in there pretty firmly. It didn't look like a Rena would be able to excavate him by herself. Realizing that Tomitake-san wasn't around, I began climbing up and slope unsteadily. Hey Rena! Looks like you're working a sweat. Huh? Whoa, Keiichi-kun! What brings you to a place like this? A place like this, huh? I see. She was aware of it, at least. I received a signal for emergency assistance at the accident site. Where is the injured party? Huh? Accident? Huh? But there was a report Colonel Sanders was buried alive in the trash pile. Oh, Dad, you scared me. Don't frighten me like that, Keiichi-kun. I was Just kidding. I thought you might be struggling by yourself, so I came out to to help you out. Hey, you came for me? Well, I've filled my quota for today. If I don't see Rena blush at least once a day, then I'm not getting my daily required nutrition intake. This joke's actually from 2002. What the fuck? Man, Japanese are crazy that time. They even have their own memes, anjir. What the hell? 2002? Just kidding. You're embracing me now. So, what part was a joke? What part was it? I was ignored her bewilderment. Okay, now move out of the way. So, where is the Colonel Sanders? Ah, sorry. Can you see him? In that gap? He's really buried in there. The Colonel Sanders was sideways, surrounded by boards and other constructions materials. They were caging him inside. According to Rena, it wasn't like this yesterday. It seems as though another illegal dumper came yesterday, dumped again, and now he's buried like this. You're trying to move this pile by yourself? With those scrawny arms? Anjing, this is a fucking rasis anjir. Sexism anjir. Iya makanya sexism. There's no way she won't be able to do that with her slender arm, kan? But Colonel Sanders so cute. There's a chain of a Colonel Sanders at the store. This one though, I should be able to take this one home. If Rena give up on this Colonel Sanders, she'll probably start devising a plan to steal the one in front of the store. Rena's guardian, I won't allow her to sully her hands with the crime. Out of the way, I'll do it. Rena blushed again, but this time I left it alone. The pile was enormous. Also, the more days was wasted, the more likely another illegal dumping will occur. If I got buried any deeper, there would be nothing that could be done. Keiichi-kun, I'll help too. Let me help. You're just got in the way, so stay back. Pulling out the scraps, bending them. Tuh, mau kono suara dedek ini anjir.
Oh iya.
Tossing them aside, I quickly become all covered in the sweat and dust. Apa yang akan bakal dia temukan? Flying objects drew beautifully arcs across the twilight sky, one after another. Lumber, timber, plywood. Damn it! No matter how much I threw out, there was still more. Even though I could see a Colonel Sanders right there. After grandstanding like that in front of Rena, I feel frantic because of how little I had progressed. If I was going to do this seriously, I'll need an axe or saw or something. That's enough, Keiichi-kun. You're so sweaty.
Oi.
You don't have to try so hard. I'm just doing it for you, Rena. Don't worry about it. Rena began sputtering and turned beet red. Oh, whoops. I mean to say I was trying my best so as to keep her from becoming a criminal. Oh well. Apa yang akan aku temukan, kawan-kawan? I guess I just need a break. This is pretty tough. I sprawl on my back over the grassy slope. I'm so sorry, you're covered in sweat. Rena patted her handkerchief against my forehead. It felt pretty nice. Why can't girls just do this to me, man? Bro, why just girls, man. Well, wait here a minute, okay? My house is pretty close. I'll bring you some barley. Oh, barley tea is something that time. They really love barley tea somehow in Japan.
Barley itu
Okay.
Rodok minty gitu sih.
Nggak enak anjir. That's the worst tea that I ever had. Aku paling suka rooibos tea. Rooibos is the best. Leaving the handkerchief on my forehead, Rena took off running. The cries of a higurashi gently cooled the air. After I was certain that Rena was gone, I picked myself up and headed towards what I discovered earlier. There was a guard with a pile of magazines and newspaper bound in the toin, unless I'm mistaken. I believe it was around here. There it was. They were bound of a stack of not so reputable tabloids. They were stacked chronologically, going back quite a few years. It was a quite a disturbing incident. Anjing suara. Lagu ini iso lo enak gak sih? Kasih balik sing mangman ya. It seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms you see.
Higurashi.
If it was just a Tomitake-san said, then undoubtedly there would be mention of the murder. These are troubled times. There is no end to these sickening incidents. There's a large part of society drowned in by these incidents as well. So it had to be recorded. Somewhere. I unfastened it. The packages opened the rain-soaked pages carefully, looking over the table of contents. Not that. Next one. Not here. Next one. It was hard to search since I didn't know when it happens. Kenapa kok kon penasaran banget ya? I mean, why just leave it be? You're in the middle of nowhere. You don't search it up, you know? Ngerti gak sih maksudku?
Ya lagian kan lagi bosan dia.
Aku ya misalnya kon nak tuban. Terus kon ngerti ono wong misalnya gantung diri ngono. Terus kon pengen orang emang kenapa sih? What's going on? You go to the place, you search it up. Of course, the end up of that you will become lu bakal disantet anjing. You just don't do it.
Kalau ada suatu media recording tentang kejadian dia bakal tak cari tahu sih, bakal tak colek misalnya ada ini nih koran zaman dulu, coba tak lihat ah.
I see. Menarik.
Kepo anjir.
Maybe. I didn't know the perpetrator of the victim was either. I only knew it had happened here. I look up every so often checking to see if Rena had come back or not. I wouldn't want her to see me going at the dirty magazines, but it wasn't just that. Both Rena and Mion said they didn't know. But it had happened, without a doubt. As long as Tomitake-san wasn't lying. Then if both Rena and Mion, yeah, there was. If they had just said that, then I wouldn't have gotten so hung up on it.
Oh, soalnya pada denial gitu, coba.
Iya sih. Nah, jadi, maka pancen nih pasti dua orang ini ada sesuatu. An accident.
Ini orang ada main ini.
Ya, makanya tak main no. An incident that rather Rena or Mion wished to talk about, trying to uncover if after they tried to conceal it out of the good intentions. That made me feel like I was acting against my friends. 시간があったら続けるけど bentar ya.
Jam piro sih?
Atan bro.
Anjir udah jam 2 anjir.
Oke, saya 4.30 ya. Saya jam 5.03 ya.
Damn, that's crazy.
Anjing, ini lagunya gak selalu enak anjing. Wait, come on bro. What?
Tangguh.
I'm in Japan bro. Hinamizawa, damn worker lynching. Murder by dismemberment.
Kalau dalam pace seperti ini kayaknya masih 2 atau 3 jam lagi deh.
Oh ya?
Iya.
Gak apa, kita lanjutin besok. We have to complete this.
What do you mean besok? You mean tonight?
Tonight, yeah.
Okay.
Promise me. We're going to finish this. The featured article was in the back, and it seems that there was a photograph at the colored pages at the front. The pages that featured articles were stuck together and weren't easy to open. Rena could return at any moment. Feeling rushed, I give up and open the photograph page. The police investigators were carrying a body bag, and newspaper reporters said are bathing it in the flashes camera flashes. The image was blurry and hard to understand, but I could definitely make out of the headlines. A tragic nightmare at the Hinamizawa construction site. Lynching and murder. Dismemberment. The victim was the site foreman. He had assaulted his assai- assailant daily
Silence daily
assailant
with.
daily with. An explosive backlash from his daily actions? It's a horrible image to see that the site foreman has. It happened. It really did happen. It seems the details were on the next page. I turned the page without pausing. All it was. Whoa, Joe! You don't have to do that, goddammit!
Ya ini part of
The
the
assailant
experience.
butchered the victim's body with the hatchets and pickaxes. Then used the axe to split
Dipacul.
the cadavers into 6 pieces: a head, arms, legs, and torso.
Anjing.
Well, Indonesians much more creative on it. We eat them, alright?
Sumanto anjing.
Mantap. Tapi sumpah, sebenarnya murders Indonesia aku medeni kabeh loh.
Iya.
I could understand just from the headlines that it was just too terrible an accident. An incident. Normally, lynching is just assault or murder, right? Dismemberment with the hatches and pickaxes wasn't a lynching. Oh. It was a merciless killing to the latter, a brutal murder done by a group of people with the hatches, with pickaxes, with an axe.
Golok cangkul pacu. Ambe.
Sorry, did I started you? Did I start you? Renat dropped an axe she was holding onto and crashed after being started by my voice. Keiichi-kun, you see, earlier you said it would help if you had an axe, didn't you? Anjing, didn't go, so I brought... It's not the right moment, goddammit! So I brought an axe for you from the sheet. Rena fluttered her arms in a panic, continuing to explain and apologize. It seems I'd been glaring at her pretty intensely. I'm sorry, I guess my reaction was a bit overboard. No, I'm sorry as well, I'm sorry. Night was drawing close. I was pretty worn out and I wouldn't hurt to do the rest tomorrow. Doesn't look like we can break the last beam without an axe. You bought it after all. I'll have to borrow it tomorrow, alright? Okay. Why do you look so glum? Tomorrow will be the digging out Colonel Sanders, right? You're right. I really want to take Colonel Sanders home soon. Anco. We both knew that it was useless apology or any more than that. I quenched my thirst with the barley tea Rena brought and whipped off my sweat and had now gone cold. We took the bath and head home. I felt quite guilty about the tabloid wrapped up in my jackets.
Nggak ditunjukin ya
Yeah.
senjatanya kalau di sini.
Emang ditunjukin? Emang ada senjatanya?
Bukan, maksudnya
Senjatanya?
tools.
I know where it's going, bro.
Tapi dia bilangnya X, tapi kalau di anime kayak golok gitu, hatchet berarti ya. Hatchet or X.
Oke, kita sampai chapter 3 ya.
Oke.
We'll continue tomorrow. Gue mau masak dulu kawan-kawan. Emang apa? View all tips apa nih?
Anjing, kenapa?
Anjing, suaranya kok gini anjing. Oh, ada newspapernya.
Oh.
Oh, ada ininya.
Keren ya. News. Oh.
Di sini Bose City, Okinawa Police Station, June, late at night. Suspect XXXXX was arrested and suspicious murder. Oh, jadi nggak semuanya. Oh, return to main menu. Exit sekali. Oh, jadi nggak semuanya ada di ini ya?
Di gameplay harus
Ada di gameplay, harus
nyari-nyari
baca.
dulu.
Wow, this is actually really good. I really like it somehow.
Bagus kan?
Yeah. Kalau memang yang 7 expansion ini buat Silent Hill F, gue jadi excited sama Silent Hill F anjir.
Katanya yang apa ya, ciptaan yang paling bagus tuh Umineko, tapi gue belum tamat.
Oh ya?
Ya, Umineko.
Bentar.
Jadi higurashi ini game pertamanya, Umineko kedua, dan ketiga ada Kikonia namanya.
Itu ada itunya semua, ada
visual novel semua
animenya.
sih. Yang anime cuma higurashi sama ini Umineko, tapi Umineko nggak recommended katanya animenya. Coba cari ada nggak sih Umineko? Itu Umineko.
Umineko When They Cry.
Iya. Kalau ini
gambarnya tapi kok ketaannya kok tidak horor sama sekali ini.
Kalau horor ya, gue rasa lebih horor higurashi sih.
Ya kita nih kok nggak terlalu. Oh, ini kita nih kayak luweh.
Kalau ini sinopsisnya tuh
beda.
kayak itu Pak, family quarter. Jadi ini perbincangan pertikaian tapi keluarga KB.
Oh.
Kayak keluarga besar kan loh. Misalnya lagi lebaran tapi
Higurashi When They Cry is now available on Steam. Ho plus, what the fuck is Ho plus? Tambahannya.
Itu nggak tahu, yang Ho itu udah beda, udah aneh cuy.
Oh ya?
Anjay.
What the fuck?
Ada openingnya. Itu Kanako itu ya? Bukan.
Horornya gak gini. Horor apa?
Yang higurashi lebih horor sih.
Nah, ini lagi diskon bro. Apa gue beliin semua satu-satu? Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4. Ini lagi diskon sampai tanggal berapa sih?
No. Bahasa Indonesia tidak disupport.
What the fuck?
Bundle 300 larang.
Nanti bundle. Beli Higurashi When They Cry bundle. Oh, tapi ambil sama Ho juga,
Itu kejauhan sih. Kayak Kai, ada Kai nggak? Kai. Watanagashi.
But it's much cheaper 300. Mau beli ya?
Wey.
Lah, sekalian ditamatin, Bang.
Oke lah, tamatin. Oh ya,
Barkan dulu tapi, nggak mau dewean.
Yo. Aku ya penasaran gini visual novel.
Sampai kapan sih di diskonnya? Promonya
22 Maret.
Oh,
2 minggu lagi.
Harganya larang ya, situ 70.000 ya.
30 nih.
Ya, kita lihat.
Itu bisa ganti model emangnya?
Aman.
Weh, relax bro.
Ya.
Lu beli sekarang.
Sudah. Iki murahan kabeh tak tuku apa? Tapi agak iki Riho iki apa? Hopeless iki apa, Cuk?
Sebenarnya yang paling kayak sampai chapter 8 itu udah tamat deh. Yang Ho ini kayak ekstra tau lah sih, cool yang rada-rada kayak ini aja nih wes nakin aja tapi tambah.
Tanagashi, Tatarikoshi, Himatsubushi, Maikesh.
Ho emang semua Ho ya.
Oke, lanjutkan.
Yo. Bedanya apa ya?
Oke, saya setujui. Pembeli.
Bro,
Masya Allah, tolong ampuni aku.
bro. Woi.
Terima kasih. Higurashi bro.
Bro akan menamatkan higurashi.
Kita akan menamatkan higurashi. Tapi aku main bareng sama lu. Gua gak mau main sendirian. I will fucking takut kalau gue main sendirian. Gue gak bisa main horror, jadi gue harus sama lu.
Bro beli higurashi.
Loh, kan ini kayak beli buku. Ya
Oke
toh?
lah. Oh iya,
Ya
iya,
kan?
tentu.
Ini kan membaca buku. Ya toh?
Itu bisa diganti modelnya emang ya.
Mana gue tahu.
Tapi tak lo ono 2 model berbeda ya.
Baru di perpustakaan.
Gila. Keren gak sih?
Iya, ini 2 model.
Reiho Kai, yang Kai mana yang Kai?
Tapi ini sebenarnya ada setan-setannya nggak sih?
Apa?
Ada setan-setannya nggak sih?
Setan.
Actually, don't tell me.
Setan. I don't know.
Don't tell me. Aku bener-bener I have a zero knowledge about higurashi whatsoever. And I sometimes when I have a zero knowledge about something, it will be awesome. So
perpustakaan.
kita harus menamakan ini by the end of this
Ramadan.
By the end of Ramadan. Ini harus selesai nih. Gak
That's
tahu mau ceritanya
crazy.
gimana. That's crazy, dude. Kita harus main ini sampai tamat penamang kudu.
Lo harus saya dulin tapi turi ya apa cek? Harus saya dulin tenan tuh. Anjir.
Oke. Drop streaming. Ijek dulin cuk ternyata.
Kak dem. Oke.
Enggak dulu.
Jam piro anjir. Aneh ya aku
Kalau ngomong aku masak sih ya. Aku ora ndok wedi.
Kalem aja.
Kalau aja.